the New York Islanders. I'm going crazy today. What is happening? The Toronto Maple Leafs are trading for Luke Schenn. Yeah! Bro, my emotions today have been so up and down. Rasmus Sandin traded. I was so down bad. I've thought about the whole bigger picture now. Oh my God, Jake McCabe and Sandin laying, or not Sandin, Schenn laying big hits. I'm all over the place right now, folks. I don't even know. I don't think as, talk about a hockey fan, I don't think ever in my time as a Leaf fan have I ever seen this many trades in one day like this. Like in a row. Sandin traded, boom. Engvall traded, boom. You trade for Luke Schenn, like friggin' mad. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my, bro, like what are we doing, folks? What are we doing? I'm going crazy. Jordan, what's going on? Hit that subscribe button if you're new. Hit the like button, guys. Spam the like button so we get more people in here. Bro, this is crazy. My phone is buzzing. My phone can't chill, man. Okay, let's pull it up, guys. Let's pull it up. I just finished my work for the day. Thought it made sense. Let's hop on the live now. I'm tripping, guys. I'm tripping. I can't lie. I'm freaking tripping. My noties are going off the rails right now. What is going on, man? But this is actually Jake. Thank you for sponsoring. Guys, hit that. Yes. Do all that good stuff. Bro. Look at this, man. This has got me down bad, man. William and Rasmus, like arm in arm, bro. Like this. Damn, bro. That's down bad, man. Like, oh, it's the Leafs got to do it, man. I'm sorry. You've got to do it. You've got to freaking do it. There's no excuses. And I figured, wow, a third round pick. What a W from Kyle Dubas. Are you kidding me? I knew it was a third or fourth. That's what I was hearing from people. But a third round pick for Pierre Engvall. Guys, can we get a W in the chat? Can we get W's in the chat? Are you freaking kidding me? And the chance for Luke Schenn to come back after this year? Are you freaking kidding me, Kyle Dubas? You go with an L with the Sandin trade to now a W? Are you freaking kidding me? That's such a W from Dubas. That is such a W, man. Getting a freaking third for Pierre Engvall. Are you kidding me? Oh, baby! Woo! Did my other trade drop? That's freaking crazy, guys. Oh my, bro. I gotta get, jeez, bro. Oh my. I gotta post this thumbnail, man. Chat, what are we saying right now? I gotta look at chat. My phone will not stop. How many people we got in the chat right now, guys? 142. Yo, thank you so much, Jake, again. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Okay, guys, right now, as it's... Okay, Hall can't be in this line. I'm sorry. I freaking love Luke Schenn, man. Lucas is going to be so amped. Give me a freaking top six of Riley, McCabe, Brody, Giordano. Well, Schenn will be on the right side. So give me Schenn with... Man, imagine McCabe and Schenn on the same pair. I don't even know what I want at this point. I'm just freaking out. What a crazy day. Luke Schenn is a freaking Toronto Maple Leaf again. So this is in the past hour. Shout out to Jacob Pacheco. Yo, Rasmus Sandin to Washington, Pierre Engvall to the Islanders, Luke Schenn to Toronto. This is all happening, folks. So basically, you can put it as basically the Leafs traded Schenn for Engvall, essentially. And that's what I'm going to... W from Kyle Dubas. Where's Dubas is at? There you go. W's. Frickin' W's, folks. So the Leafs saving cap here too heavy. So they can activate Matt Murray from LTIR. This is what I'm telling you guys. So I actually think the Islanders, you guys can disagree with me. I think they've had like Holmstrom in their bottom six. They've had different pieces. I actually think this is a W in terms of fit. I don't agree with the Islanders help. I don't know why the Islanders would want to help the Leafs, because this is kind of helping the Leafs. Engvall's cap hit off the books. The Leafs are able to, as I said, activate Matt Murray off LTIR. So Matt Murray's coming back, folks. The Leafs have the cap space. And at the end of the day, I mean, the Leafs got a third-round pick. Like, that's not too shabby after giving up all these picks, and then they just obviously flip it to get Luke Schenn. They flip a third-round pick. But I will say this, what I was trying to get to. Engvall's a good fit for the Islanders. Like, I'll pull up the freaking Islanders lineup right now. He fits well on that third line. So, at the end of the day, Lou Lamoriello saw an opportunity where, hey, they can add without giving up too much on their in their kind of pool. So, like, at the end of the day, this is where Engvall's going to go. And they've battled some injuries. I know the Islanders have, is it a couple injuries right now? Yeah, Pajot's out. Obviously Barzal's out. And, I freaking forgot Clutterbuck's out too, man. So that's why the Engvall move happens here, because they need pieces, and specifically on that third line. So this is probably what's going to happen. Holmstrom's in there. So Islanders line up here. So Holmstrom, Horvat, Lee, that might stay. Parise, Nelson, Palmieri, that might stay. Engvall's probably right here. Or right here, so you can shift down either Martin or, like, at the end of the day, when Pajot comes, Kim's in the chat right now. Bottom six was a mess. Kim, what's the timeline on Pajot? When is he coming back from injury? Islanders fans, let us know in the chat when Pajot's coming back from injury. But Engvall will definitely be on this third line. Almost guaranteed. Unless he goes where Holmstrom is. But yeah, I mean, crazy stuff going on, folks. Like, this is what I was talking about. I mean, I know Kim has talked about it with players leaving the Islanders, and this is the tough part about the business, right? And you know what? This is like part of me where I appreciate Sandin and his potential. I think the Caps got a huge get long term, but Sandin was super close with Nylander. It's not even just a Swedish connection. He was super close with Nylander. All the guys in the room would always say those two had the most interesting relationship. They were always two of the closest. And obviously Sandin's developed quite the relationship with Timothy Liljegren over the years. They've been a consistent pair. So I know the boys are feeling this one for sure. The Leafers are feeling this one big time. As like all of us as just human beings, man. Like, you spend so much time with people like that. Like, that's tough, man. Especially since those guys were pretty close with the other Swedes. So the Leafs get less Swede, man. And apparently the Penguins are making a trade, and it's not for JT Miller. Guys, on the live stream right now, I'm getting a couple things. The Penguins might be trading for Brock Besser, folks. Keep an eye out. You maybe heard it here from HTH. I'm gonna let me see. I'm gonna shoot a message here. It might be Brock Besser to Pittsburgh instead. I gotta check here. So as I said, to confirm, the Leafs do send a 2024 third-round pick to the Islanders for Engvall. Luke Schenn, acquired by Toronto, shout out to Jay Fresh, as a physical bottom-paired, stay-at-home defenseman. He's the most prolific hitter in the NHL, but that edge gets him into penalty box quite a bit. So that's the perspective here for the Leafs. You do not want to be killing penalties against Tampa in the playoffs. So if Schenn can stay disciplined and obviously not get past that line, you want Schenn on your bottom pair 100%. He's the perfect playoff guy. So I think at the end of the day, Dubas is still probably not done, and that's the crazy part. But he might be. And I think at this point, I'm more settled with him being done just because of the fact that you got a lot more aggressive. I still think you need to improve that third line, but the fact that Engvall's out of the picture now suggests that they're still going to make another move. That's what I think. I mean, at the end of the day, you have Kerfoot's cap hit, you have Hall's cap hit. I still think they're going to go for another piece here, unless they're that confident that Kerfoot can be in that third line and be successful. Because at the end of the day, they can have Kerfoot with Kampf and Yarncrow, and then their fourth line can be Aston Reese, Achari, and Lafferty. That's the worst case scenario right now for the Leafs. There are some rumors right now that they're talking on trades for a goalie. That's been kind of floating around, but again, do I want the Leafs giving up serious assets for a goalie? I don't know, guys. Matt Murray, to me, it makes me so nervous. Chat, we always want a player to stay healthy, but give your opinions in the chat. Can you trust Matt Murray to stay healthy for 2 months? Let's be honest. Let's have some real chats right now. Outside of Samsonov and Wall, can we trust Matt Murray to be healthy for 2 months? That's the part, right? That's the part that makes me nervous. And again, guys, if you're in the chat, please, I will be live all day on this Friday. I still think there's going to be a lot of action. I think this is going to be the craziest NHL trade deadline we've ever seen in the cap era. That's my take right now. It's already crazy. So if you want to see a crazy trade deadline, I will be live with my co-host of the podcast, Lucas. We'll be live all day. We're going to have some cool guests on as well. Friday, like as soon as 9 a.m. Eastern time in the morning. So in the morning to the evening, we'll be going live all day. So Friday, I hope to see you guys in the live stream. And yeah, I appreciate the support. Let us know in the chat if you're a new subscriber. And I'm seeing a lot of no's on the question of if Matt Murray can be reliable for a couple months. Okay, ask some questions. This is crazy, guys. This is freaking crazy. We got almost 500 in the chat. Welcome if you are new. Yeah, hit that subscribe button and let us know if you're a Leaf fan, if you're a Caps fan, Islanders fan. Maybe I see some Islanders fans in here. Canucks fan. I know Canucks fans will want to know more about this. But shout out to my guy, Mikey, here. So in for the Leafs so far. O'Reilly, Achari, McCabe, Lafferty, Gustafsson, Schenn, out, Sandin, Anderson, Engvall. Guys, if a letter grade, if you had to grade Kyle Dubas' trade deadline so far, A+ to maybe an F, where you're ranking Kyle Dubas' trade deadline. Yeah, Logan. So my quick thoughts on Sandin, guys. Again, go check out my video. I posted a video. This is my more settled opinion on the Sandin trade. So kind of looking back now on the Sandin trade here with the moves that have happened and the potential of another move happening here for the Leafs, I think it's fine. I mean, they got the first round pick, right? So for how I look at the perspective of Kyle Dubas here, he basically moved Pierre Engvall out, saved that salary, like create a cap for himself to activate Matt Murray. So in that perspective, you have to applaud Kyle Dubas because he, again, kind of had his back to the wall. And even in the press conference, he made it public that it was like, we're kind of stuck. Like, whether a player gets injured or something happening. He even mentioned Rasmus Sandin's name in a guy that, I mean, if he got injured like he did, then you put him on LTIR, you get that flexibility. So Kyle Dubas, it wasn't a secret that the Leafs were a little handcuffed here. Like, they had to create some space for Matt Murray to get activated off LTIR. So then they make the Sandin move that gave them, what, 500, 600,000 of cap space? Okay, so past that, you still need some space. They could have sent a guy down, and that would have been fine. But what does Dubas do? Okay, he had a couple moves in his back pocket. Then he does the move for Engvall to the Islanders for the third. And then he goes, okay, we have space, and we have a third-round pick. All right, we were gonna trade a third-round pick to Luke Schenn, or to the Canucks for Luke Schenn anyway. So there you go. I mean, Kyle Dubas, and look at that, guys. The Blue Jackets are scratching Korpisalo for trade-related reasons. So there you go. Thank you so much for the donation. Jake with the 2 says, Kane to New York Rangers, love it. I made my reaction video earlier. We'll talk more about it throughout the next couple days, guys. But it was expected. It was expected for Patty Kane. And at the end of the day, once he eliminated other teams in the equation, the Rangers weren't going to give much more than what they gave. Thank you so much for the donation, Jake. Thank you for the donation. Z Epic says, Isles fan, what can you tell me about Engvall? Okay. So Islanders fans, this is where I'll help you out here. I'll talk more about it. So Pierre Engvall. Leaf fans, help me out in the chat. 6'5", very heavy on the forecheck. He's, in terms of the Islanders' structure of being heavy on the forecheck and a dump and chase kind of team, Pierre Engvall is going to fit perfectly. He can play on the penalty kill. He's 6'5", as I just said. If frickin' Lane Lambert or Lou Lamoriello, I'm telling you guys, Islanders fans, I'm being serious here. If the Islanders can get Pierre Engvall in a room and force this guy to lay a body check, I'm telling you guys, this is going to be a great ad for you. He makes stupid decisions sometimes. Engvall, there's a reason why I call him Engbum on this channel, because for one moment he looks really streaky, big body, great speed. Engvall's super fast, and then the next moment he's making a stupid giveaway inside the zone. Like inside the blue line, but he can just put it off the glass, put it off the boards. Guys trying to stick handle past the second guy. So Engvall's super frustrating to watch sometimes, but I feel like if he's coached in the right way and reminded that he's 6'5" and that he could hit a guy, yeah, I mean, the Islanders probably have a fit there. You know what? The Islanders are playing that style a lot more than the Leafs would. So if anything, Engvall might just have to be forced to play that style, which he already loves forechecking. Engvall's heavy on the forecheck with his speed, always good with body positioning, but it's not a bad thing to lay a hit here and there. So I think Engvall's just got to learn that, possibly pick it up in the Islanders system. And as I said, his production's been all right. He's at, what, like half a point per game throughout the season. So his production for a third liner, that's what the Islanders are getting, and they didn't give up too much, the third round pick. Yo, NHL season with the $3 dono. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. The Engvall deal, Tony, was a 3rd round pick. So Pierre Engvall to the New York Islanders for a 3rd round pick. And yes, this is the best way to describe Kyle Dubas right now. And look at that, guys. As of 4 minutes ago, Kyle Dubas still on the phone. Jeez, this guy's freaking buzzing today, man. Regardless if you're a Leafs fan or not, can we just clap for Kyle Dubas just freaking buzzing our day up? Again, guys, I will be live all day on Friday. I know I keep promoting that up, but I want to see every single one of you guys in the live stream on Friday. We're freaking buzzing right now, man. Patty Kane to the Rangers is getting overshadowed right now. I never thought I would, like, woof. Oh, would have been a Steven, buddy. Steven, you gotta be snagging those deals, buddy. Come on. There you go, guys, just to confirm. So the Leafs have been tied to Korpisalo and Gavrikov. I mean, imagine Dubas just goes like this. Mic drop. Boom. One final deal. He's still got 2 days, folks. You know, Kyle, or 2 days, freaking 3 days. What am I talking about? Kyle Dubas still has 3 days. I'm forgetting what day we're at right now, but exactly, Pro Daily. Talk about sending a message to the team. Hey, Corey just tipped $1. Thank you so much, Corey. Yeah, guys, I'm going to read messages more here. Let's read some messages and go through the timeline. If you haven't yet, if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, the Hot Take Hockey podcast, we've been buzzing. And just to the chat, I'll give a little promo. We have Ron McLean coming on the podcast next week. Ron McLean coming on the podcast, posting next week. Look out for that. We've had Craig Button lately, David Alter. We had James Duthie on the podcast, Sid Sixero. We've had some great guests. So look out for the Ron McLean podcast next week. We also have a freaking another guest that I don't want to spoil yet, but Canucks fans. I know there's Canucks fans in the chat right now. We have a big Vancouver guest coming within the next couple weeks as well. But Dubas is still on the phone, folks. Dubas is still on the freaking phone. Yeah, if you guys shoot me a follow on Twitter, I'll follow you back, of course. Just shoot me a message. But there you go. Official. The Toronto Maple Leafs have brought back Luke Schenn. Yeah! Let's go! Let's get some Luke Schenn hype in the chat. Let's go. I'm going to make a Luke Schenn fan page. Let's go. So the Canucks get a 2023 third round pick from the Leafs for Luke Schenn. Luke. And everyone's talked about Luke Schenn in the dressing room. Like, this guy in the locker room, great guy. Great guy to have in the locker room. Yeah, I mean, Luke Schenn, man. What a freaking dub. Shout out to David Alter, Hot Take Hockey guest. All right, let me just search up. Okay, guys, chat. I will search up and we'll go through whatever you guys want. Do we want to go over the potential Penguins Canucks trade that's about to happen? Again, reported from Hot Take Hockey. It's potentially Brock Besser. Do we want that? Do we want that on the timeline right now, or do we want specifically Leafs, Engvall, Schenn, maybe Gavrikov, Korpisalo stuff? And Dev, if you don't like me yelling, you know there's a volume button, guys. Please at Dev in the chat and just let him know there's a volume button. Thanks. You want Crosby on the live stream, Greg? We can maybe get him over here. I don't know where he is at, but we can get him. Crosby, come here, treat. We'll see if he's around. I'll get him a little treat if he comes. Crosby, treat, come. Crosby, treat. All right. There's a volume button? It's crazy, man. I think I hear him. Bro, Kyle Dubas right now. It's crazy. Mark Masters. Let's see what Mark... I mean, I think I already saw the Mark Masters tweets. Yeah, I mean, all the guys saying goodbye. But, crazy, guys. Freaking crazy. Kings do something like... yeah, I mean, you know what? Kyler, there's a lot of rumors that the Kings still are going for a goalie. We'll see. Jack says, me when the Sharks trade Reimer and LeBanc for a first. Leafs addict, I was a little sad that they traded Sandin. I was a little sad, for sure. Hey, guys. Okay, I'll just put this in perspective. We have 700 people in here. You guys are amazing. You guys are unreal. We only have 41 likes, though. What's happening? But, yeah, I appreciate all the support, guys. Thank you. Let's try to get 100 likes if we can, but no big deal if not. Let's see. Okay, so I wonder if that Besser deal is going to come through for Pittsburgh, guys. I don't know if I should be leaking this, but hey, this is the stream. And this is the stream. I don't know if it's necessarily Besser, but that's what I've been hearing. Because there was talk about JT Miller earlier for Pittsburgh, and that might still be the case. But I wonder. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to discuss is because there was discussion earlier about the Edmonton Oilers and potentially getting Chychrun. I know they were in talks with Nashville, but Ekholm, they were in talks about Columbus with Gavrikov. But there was questions about the fit. Do not be surprised if Ottawa still gets Chychrun, guys. I'm just telling you. I don't know. Ottawa, for me, they're still lurking. They're still lurking, and Chychrun would be the fit because of the term. So, honestly, I'm still holding out that there's still maybe another trade for Toronto, but there's still going to be other big trades. And I think people need to realize that. You know, this deadline's been crazy. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to cool down. If anything, there's been so many domino effects happening in the last few days. It's just going to keep going until 3 p.m. on Friday. Like, truly, I think it's going to keep going. And everyone that's been calling a dead deadline, can we do a round of applause or like W's in the chat? Like something in the chat that just acknowledges the fact that you guys jinxed it. You guys jinxed it. You guys said it was going to be a dead deadline. And oh my gosh, Edmonton for Ekholm. Oh! 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 Well, I mean, they're working on it. Talks intensifying. Woo-hoo-hoo. So not official, but this is like freaking trade deadline day, folks. Okay, guys, trade predictions in the chat. Trade predictions in the chat, what the Matthias Ekholm trade is going to look like. My hot take right now on stream, I think Yamamoto's going to be in the deal. That's my hot take. I could be wrong, but that's my hot take right now. Yeah, again, guys, please let us know if you're a new subscriber in the chat, where you're watching from. I do appreciate all the new viewers in the chat. You guys are awesome. They're working on a second-line winger, I believe, putting O'Reilly third-line center. We'll see Frank. Barrie going to be traded. We'll see Sam. Jaron says Broberg in a first for Ekholm in a fourth. State says, so what does Boston's chances look like now? I mean, all the East, man. The East is tough, man. Evan Bouchard, that's possible. Ewan's watching from Guelph, Ontario. Hey, GC, a new subscriber from Pittsburgh. Kyler says Oklahoma. David Windsor. So, guys, Rick just confirmed it, what I've been saying. That the JT Miller trade might not be happening, but Vancouver and Pittsburgh might still be making a trade. Here we go. So it might not be JT Miller to the Pittsburgh Penguins, but is it Brock Besser, man? That would be crazy. The only other guy I would maybe connect Vancouver to Pittsburgh, bro, honestly, these videos are freaking dropping, man. Thoughts on the Jets getting Nino? Yo, Spencer, go check out my video. I made a video talking about it, but I think a huge get for the Jets, and it's smart the fact that they get some term there. Definitely a smart move for them. Freaking crazy, guys. Hey, Jaron, yeah, you can go check out my reaction after. I was pretty pissed when it dropped. I'm not going to lie. I was pretty pissed, but I look at it now as the precursor to more moves. So I think Dubas is going to make another move here. It's just going to happen, but I don't know if it's minor or not. I mean, the fact that I'm saying that confidently when they just traded for Luke Schenn and just traded Pierre Engvall, guys, I still have that feeling they're going to make another move. Like, that's crazy to me. Isn't that not crazy to you guys? Like, Dubas has already made 4 or 5 trades, like, in the last couple weeks, and I'm still going, yeah, Dubas is going to make another move. Yep, Dubas is going to make another move. I'm not confident, guys. I think he's going to make one more minimum. Look. Dubas. Doobie. Look at my whole timeline's Dubas right now. Dubas and Schenn. Dubas and Schenn in my timeline. Guys, can we get some Dubas hype in the chat? This guy scared me with the Sandin trade earlier, but we're slowly forgiving him again. Check the super chats. Did I miss a super chat? Sorry, guys. Chat is buzzing right now, more than usual. I think I got all the super chats. I got the 2 from earlier. Dubas hype in the chat. We got almost 900 people in here. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Guys, my co-host on the podcast is in the chat right now, Lucas Viveiros. He's a big Luke Schenn guy. So just say hi to Lucas in the chat. Why not, right? Just give him a little hi, and I hope you guys follow the Hot Take Hockey podcast on Spotify and Apple. We have Ron McLean coming on the podcast. I don't know if I said that yet. Yeah, a little extra promo. I'll wait till someone tells me I'm annoying a bit, and then we'll beef them. No, I'm joking. But this is crazy, guys. So Matthias Ekholm, if he is acquired by the Edmonton Oilers, we know Ekholm's game. I mean, strong defensively, but he's not. To me, this is the best way to say it, just bluntly. Ekholm is so solid defensively, but not just like a bum. Like he's actually versatile. The guy can play two-way game. Obviously not a guy that's going to produce big time on the power play. But I think if Edmonton can get Ekholm in there in a top 4, that includes, well, obviously Barrie on the power play, and then you have Nurse already there. You have Bouchard, you have CC. So I wonder, they could go in a couple different directions, but I think if Edmonton wanted to go for a really solid shutdown pair, they might do a CC and Ekholm pair. And I honestly think they're going to rely on that pair a lot if that's the case. So this was the other official from the Leafs. But guys, as of 15 minutes ago, Dubas is still buzzing on the phone. So if we get some predictions in the chat, who's going to steal the deadline outside of Toronto? So obviously it looks like Dubas might make another move. But outside of Toronto and outside of the Rangers getting Patty Kane, Devils, Timo Meier, what's that other team? Is it Edmonton? Is it Edmonton that's going to steal the show here coming up? Are they going to make a couple moves, or is it a different team? My freaking hot take, and again, I don't know if this team necessarily will, well, I think they're going to make the playoffs, but I don't know if they're necessarily going to do a lot, like even if they make moves. But I wonder if the LA Kings and Buffalo Sabres, I was going to say the Buffalo Sabres, but LA Kings, I just saw a message. The Buffalo Sabres, for me, I wonder if they make a move or two here. Just because they're right in that playoff mix, like they're literally in a spot, I believe. So the Sabres would meet, like, for me, would be the hot take. The LA Kings would be the other team that I think could make an aggressive move or two. Like, I mean, the Kings have the flexibility. I mean, I could see them doing a goalie trade and a defense trade, like Chikrin and a Demko if they wanted to go all in. Let's see. Evan says, wow, to Edmonton, Ekholm, and Glass. And then to Nashville, I don't know if that's enough, man. I don't know if that's enough. Some of you guys are underselling the return potential. Yeah, Vejmelka might get traded as well, Tony. What about Matt? What do you mean, George? Like Matt Murray? Yeah, Matt Murray's going to be activated off LTIR. This is crazy. We got almost 1,000 in the chat. When we get 1,000 in the chat, can we drop some 1Ks in the chat? So Keefe hasn't spoken to Schenn yet, but Dubas has, and Luke is very excited to be coming back to Toronto. And you know what's funny? I'll shout out my guy, Nick Alberga. On his show with Jay Rosehill, they talked to Luke Schenn like a few weeks ago, and this is the funniest part, guys. So Rosehill goes, yo, Luke, what are you thinking about the potential of returning to Toronto? And then Luke goes, I like Vancouver. Then he starts smiling. So it's just like, it was freaking built up. Luke Schenn had a feeling. Yo, we got 1K in the chat. Welcome to all the new subscribers. You guys are awesome. We're buzzing on the timeline right now. Pierre Dorian's buzzing. Ken Holland's buzzing. But the guy who's buzzing the most is frickin' Kyle Dubas. And after sending Schenn to Toronto for a third-round pick, the Canucks are slated to make 7 selections in the first 4 rounds of the upcoming NHL entry draft. W for the Canucks rebuild. W, Sapporo to the Leafs. We love it. Today is the trade deadline. I don't know, Antonio. Like I said, I disagree with some of these comments and saying it's going to die. It's not going to die, guys. The trade deadline day on Friday is going to be bumping. I'm telling you guys. But for the people that didn't see this, this is still a thing. So we'll see if it materializes and the Oilers do, in fact, acquire Matthias Ekholm. I did talk about that earlier. Crazy. Mike says, delusional Toronto fans, same results incoming. Mike, explain to me what I said that gives you the impression that I said the Leafs were going to do something crazy in the playoffs. Let me know. Let me know what I said. I think if Luke Schenn went to Tampa Bay, are you saying it's a good addition? If Luke Schenn went to Tampa Bay, chat, let's talk to Mike or anyone else that's hating in the chat. If Luke Schenn went to Tampa for a third-round pick, what are people saying? Great addition! Whoa, Tampa's winning the cup! Luke Schenn, what a great ad! That's a steal for Tampa. But when it's Toronto, it's right? If the Tampa Bay Lightning, if Brisbois gets a 3rd round pick for Pierre Engvall, woohoo! Trust me, guys. Regardless of, hey, Dubas has done his part here. It's down to the players. It's down to number 34. It's down to number 16. It's down to number 91. It's down to number 44. It's down to number 88. It's down to these guys to make it freaking happen. Dubas has done his part. Dubas has surrounded these guys with freaking grit, with shit disturbers, with guys that can lay the body, with Stanley Cup experience. It's not on Dubas anymore, folks. It's not on Dubas. It's on the guys that lace him up. And people that don't get that, you know what? I'll still be on Dubas here. To me, if he puts the only thing that I'll be on Dubas and Keefe for at this point is if they throw Justin Hall and Kerfoot in the lineup and Kerfoot has a freaking giveaway to Andre Palat like he did, or Hall decides to set a pick again in Game 7. That's where I'll be mad at Dubas and Keefe. Outside of that, nah, it's not coming from me. Yeah, TML, that's kind of how I feel. Individually, I still don't like the Sandin trade, guys. I want to make that known. I think that there's a high potential of the Leafs having a huge regret towards that Sandin trade. I've talked to a lot of people that feel Sandin was not only frustrated, but also just felt limited. I think that's the better way to put it. That Sandin felt limited. That his potential to this point has not been... I mean, we've already seen it. I think as Leaf fans, you've seen Sandin's potential, but I think to the point, like, it's been limited. And I honestly think with that gap on the left side and the Capitals just trading Orlov, I really think Sandin's going to find himself in Washington. So, yeah, we'll see. Oh! Hot take hockey W! I didn't even see this! Can we get some W's in the chat? What did I say like half an hour ago? I've been saying Brock Besser. Woo! HTH sources in the chat. Yo, can we hype up the HTH sources? Yo, that's hyped up, guys. Hey, I'm glad I get someone. Yo, Patrick. Patrick's got my back. Patrick's got my back. Let's freaking go. But yeah, I've been saying if the JT Miller one was going to fall through, I know Pittsburgh had interest in Brock Besser in the past. So there you go, guys. If that happens, you heard it here from HTH. Avi with the $5 donation. Thank you so much for the super chats, guys. Okay, why are teams overall trading studs and not getting a big return to me? Your Leafs, this is the year to win a round. Coming from Beast fan, you got it, F-Bolts. We'll see, Avi. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think, me personally, Hedman kind of makes this an interesting topic, but if you look at, so again, Riley's the number one D-man, if you, like, even if you disagree with that, right? So take out Riley out of the equation, take out Hedman. The Leafs are way deeper on defense than Tampa is, or way better in their bottom four on defense than Tampa is. So at the end of the day, if you want to talk about defensive, if you want to question the Leafs' defensive core right now, Tampa's got Bogosian. I'm not slandering Bogosian at all. I actually like Bogosian, but Bogosian's on the top pair with Hedman right now. They've got Perbix, I think, on the second pair with Sergachev, and then their third pair is obviously decent when you spread it out like that, Chernak and Ian Cole. So that's good. Obviously, if Justin Hall's in the lineup, in my opinion, then that is your potential breaking point or potential weakness. So for Islanders fans, also look up Jay Fresh. Traded to the Islanders as a versatile two-way winger with a solid puck skills. Loves to carry the puck in transition, especially out of the defensive zone. Great forechecker as well. I mean, that's kind of what I said, right? 6'5", doesn't lay the body enough. Good on the cycle. Good on the forecheck. Likes to carry the puck through the neutral zone. And yeah, I mean, he has the frame to protect the puck well. So I think that's where you're really seeing the confidence from Engvall when he has that frame and ability to carry the puck. But yeah, I mean, 2.3 mil. I've always seen Engvall as a fourth line forechecker. I mean, to me, his third line production has come at times, but like he's too up and down for me. I was never an Engvall fan, guys, but I saw his value. And I think he might find more value with the Islanders, as I said, just because of the ability that the Islanders have that mindset to hit, to dump the puck in. And Engvall, while he likes that transition game, I think he'll benefit from that. I mean, frig, Engvall carrying the puck through the neutral zone, then dumping it in, then using his 6'5" frame to get the puck back. I'll take those chances if he can play that style. And I think the Islanders might force him to. And this just came through, guys. Elliot Freeman. Ekholm will be going to Edmonton. Not fully sure of the return, but multiple pieces picks. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Are you freaking kidding me? Chat, this is crazy, guys. I just want to record this reaction quick. But guys, give me a W or L. Ken Holland, is this enough? Or does Ken Holland and the Oilers need to surround McDavid more? W's or L's, just not even based on the trade. Just based on Ekholm as an addition for Edmonton. W or L, do you think he'll fit? Let's talk about it quickly in the chat. Actually, yeah, I'll record the video when the details come out. What am I saying? I was just going to do a quick reaction, but... All right, let's see... Yeah, Chris wasn't kidding, eh? Chris Johnson said the Leafs have more moves coming, and they had more moves coming. That's crazy. We've got 1.2K in the chat. Welcome to all the new subscribers. You guys are awesome. Yeah. This is crazy. Gusty says, I really liked Engvall, but maybe the Leafs can add Duclair or JVR to their first line. Interesting. I don't know if Duclair would be an option. JVR, that's interesting. Bringing back, imagine the Leafs. JVR, once upon a time, folks, I'm sure a lot of you knew this. JVR was traded 1-for-1 for Luke Schenn. Imagine the Leafs brought both those guys back. Adjust the trade a little bit. But yeah, I'm going to say it again. I think Besser to Pittsburgh is a good shot. Ekholm seems like he's going to Edmonton. Past that, let's see. The Isles acquisition of Pierre Engvall is very on brand. A bottom six forward who's a great in his own end, transitions the puck well, and a great forechecker. Yep. Wouldn't surprise me if the Oilers have looked at the I mean, that was from earlier, but they've traded for Matthias Ekholm, it seems like. Yeah, shout out to my guy, Evan. There's a lot of stuff happening right Look at this. That's a W tweet. I gotta like that. That's a freaking W tweet from Katie. That's a dub. Yeah, Sour. I hope these guys realize time's not necessarily on their side here. The Leafs' time is now, if it wasn't before. What's up, Kent? Yeah, guys, drop a comment, especially if you're a new subscriber. You just found the channel today. Drop a comment so I can hype you up. Jeff says making room for Bertuzzi, perhaps. That would be unreal. Did I miss a super chat? Let's see. Guys, did I miss a super chat? Sorry, guys. This is crazy. Let me see if I missed one. RJF. I did miss one. RJF, huge shout out, says hockey is awesome. Let's have some fun. If the Canucks trade Besser for POJ and Pettersson, I'll donate $20 more. Jeez, RJF, huge shouts. Huge freaking shouts. And Justin with the donation. Justin says, holy hot take, holy crap, this is getting wild. I stubbed my toe trying to run to my laptop. Woo! Let's go. Let's get some guys. Let's get some RJ and Justin hype in the chat. You guys are awesome. This is freaking crazy, man. Okay, let's get some Dan hype in the chat. So Dan says he wants these to be the pairs with Riley, Brody, Giordano, McCabe, Schenn, Gavrikov. It's a pretty solid defense core. What are we thinking, chat? I mean, Gavrikov would be on the left, Schenn would be on the right. But Liljegren not in there? I don't know if I agree with that. This deadline is bonkers. Freaking bonkers. Yo, Jeremiah with the $10 dono says, what a day for Toronto Maple Leafs fans. Congratulations. It's like Kipper born, and this is a whole new team. They're talking about it. Yeah. Well, Jeremiah, I mean, all the Leaf fans, especially all the shows, like, everyone's buzzing today. I think I wasn't prepared for this. Working as usual, and I thought Patrick Kane Day was happening today. We were just going to talk about Patty Kane. Nah, Dubas is like, screw your Patty Kane trade. I'm going to overshadow your Patty Kane trade. And Dubas has just gone crazy here. The Leafs, look at this tweet, man. Are you serious? This is a friggin' W tweet. Guys, look at this tweet. Calls for a celebration of sorts. Marcus. I'm just going to call you Marcus. Dino, shout out. Justin, Riley, Schenn, McCabe, Brody, Giordano, Liljegren. I like that. Content says Liljegren proved himself last year. Yeah, I like Liljegren, obviously, in the lineup. Buck says Bolts must be sleeping. I mean, hey, they got you know. Alex says, hello, I'm still worried about our goalie situation for the playoffs. HTH. Yeah, Alex. Matt Murray's health is obviously concerning. Gorgon says Leafs suck. Whoa! Auto Center says, nah, he's coming to us. We'll see. It's Tuesday or Dubas Day. Yeah. Hey, thank you, Jeremiah. Sydney, what's going on? Ryan, not having Liljegren in the lineup is a mistake. I agree. Fitness says Parayko to Tampa would suck. I mean, that's not happening money-wise. Matthew says, do we go after a forward now? I wonder, Matthew. I wonder if the Leafs, they got Schenn. I wonder if they go for a forward goalie combo for the last trade. That would be my prediction, honestly. Kerfoot going the other way, maybe. That would maybe be the trade. Let's see. Schenn is better than everyone on the Leafs defense. I don't know if I agree with that, but... Oh, shit. Prez just made a trade. Oh, minor. Okay, guys. F's in the chat. Are you kidding me? I just got chat excited for a frickin' future considerations deal. Honestly, I need F's in the chat for that. That's embarrassing. That's freaking embarrassing. F's in the chat. That's embarrassing. That's a bad look. I'm sorry, folks. I'm sorry. My sincerest apologies. All right. Oh, that's his prediction. Oh, my gosh. That's his prediction. Oh, my gosh. I thought that was the deal for Ekholm. Imagine. Folks, I'm on fire today. If Yamamoto's in the deal, I am on frickin' fire. I've been talking about Yamamoto all day being in that next trade for Edmonton. I'm on fire today. Yamamoto, Besser, let's go. Justice, dude, how did I just find your channel now? You're great. Thank you. I appreciate it. You know what? Hey, work's been busy. I do OHL work. We do the podcast, obviously. Some great guests. Ron McLean coming next week. Got to give that shouts. And I just work full time. So when I can mix in the live streams, it's right when the evening hit here. I'm going live. After the work day, I'm going live. So that's kind of how it goes. Scott, there's going to be people left on the deadline. Shout out to Scott in the chat. I hope to see you this Friday, Scott, in the live stream. I'll be live all day on Friday. Is O'Reilly too old? No. I mean, older, sure, but not too old. Let's see. Well, Timo Meier, we can look at that for a sec. Devils rep. That was from earlier. So what do we think about that, though? That's the tough part for Ekholm to Edmonton. Alex, the Leafs looking at James Reimer. That would be crazy. If the Leafs went to go acquire like a Nick Bonino, James Reimer combo, I'd be here for it. I would definitely be here for it. Man, I can't believe all this shit that's been happening, guys. This is actually crazy. All right. Let's see. Corpusalo trade predictions, guys. Yeah, Spen, thank you so much for being here. Jordan says Boston first rounder, Kerfoot and Voigt, and another prospect for Chikrin and the Yotes goaltender. Yeah, Jordan, you know what? I was actually talking about that with someone. If Dubas did that, I think my head would explode. I don't think it's going to happen because they just acquired Schenn. I don't think the Leafs are acquiring another defenseman. But I was talking earlier with someone just about what the Leafs were going to do after. And I said the two options were they're going to trade with Vancouver or they're going to trade with Arizona. Shout out to my guy, Audie James. So I had a very strong suspicion that it was between Arizona or Vancouver for Toronto's next trade. It ended up being Vancouver, obviously, for Luke Schenn. But the first-round pick they just got in that Sandin trade, if they attached that first to the 2024 first and then a prospect, that's exactly what Arizona wanted for Chikrin all along. Then they would just take the Kerfoot and Hall contracts, and the Leafs would have one of the best defense corps in the league. That's likely not happening, but a man can dream, Jordan. So I appreciate the comment. Hey, Joey, Engvall. You know what, guys? I know people are going to throw it at me and just basically say, like, you hated Engvall. It was a meme at that point. I'm not out here. I'm here celebrating the moves, but I'm not necessarily saying, oh, yeah, Engvall's guy. I just don't think Engvall he's not a Leaf playoff guy. I think if the Islanders can get him more physical, he might be an Islanders playoff guy. And yeah, you know what? Engvall, for me, I think it got to the point where his competitiveness was just not there. Like, he just doesn't have that edge, man. And Achari's got that edge. Lafferty's got that edge. O'Reilly's got that edge. It just seems like Engvall is going through the motions quite a bit. And at the end of the day, I think the Islanders can help that situation a bit. So we'll see. Let's see. What's up, Coyote? What's up, Anthony? Matthew, thank you so much. Are the Leafs done, Sandil? I don't think the Leafs are done. So the latest news, guys, it seems like Brock Besser could be going to Pittsburgh. It seems like Matthias Ekholm might be going to Edmonton. That's likely. And the other one that's, well, apparently the Gavrikov talks are still far apart, but there could be a Korpisalo trade happening tonight. And, I mean, people are trying to tie him to Toronto, but we will see. What's up, Evan? Gusty says I would compare Engvall to Komarov. Yeah, I mean, Komarov was a lot more physical than Engvall was. And there's like, what, 4 or 5 inches difference there. Andrew says, just joined, heard about the Sandin deal, but who else was traded? Andrew. So Luke Schenn back to Toronto. The Leafs traded for Luke Schenn for a 3rd-round pick, and the Leafs traded Engvall to the Islanders for a 3rd-round pick. Little Uzi says, been a sub for a while now. I think the Leafs should get Corpy or Vejmelka. Thoughts? Yeah, I think that'd be a good deal, depending on what they give up. But, yeah, it'd be a guy like that the Leafs would pick up at this point. I like the Vejmelka potential just because of the contract. Korpisalo, to me, I don't want the Leafs to get finessed by Columbus again. So trading something for a rental for me for Columbus it'd make me a little concerned on the Columbus side of things. Caden says, I heard that there's going to be some big pieces in the Oilers trade for Ekholm. I've heard the same, Caden. That's why earlier, guys, can we throw W's? We like to hype each other up. The same way, if you guys have good takes in the chat, I had a good take earlier, and I gotta say, the fact that Yamamoto's potentially about to get traded, and I said this earlier today. Where is it? I've been tweeting a lot today. Let's see. Where is it? Here we go. So this is what I tweeted earlier today. So I say, Oilers trade Puljujarvi and another move coming, most likely for a D-man. I would not be surprised if the Oilers traded Yamamoto. For example, if the Oilers trade for Chychrun, maybe they bring back Bustad in the deal. And the same thing with Nashville. I think they could bring another piece back from Nashville with Ekholm. Avi with the 2 says, Vegas been quiet. Stars as well. Thoughts? Buck Best. Thank you, Avi, for the donation. I just talked about Dallas a bit, but I'll talk about... Man, a lot of people are following on Twitter. I appreciate that. Vegas, I'll just talk about Vegas. I think Vegas could be the team that still goes for a move here. Yeah, they acquired Barbashev, but I still think they're going to go for another move here, and I think it's going to be for a big-time forward still. And you know what? When we're talking about JT Miller, I mean, Vegas could be another team that's in that mix as well. They have the flexibility, at least right now. It wouldn't work past this season, but, I mean, hey, there's no better time than the present, right? But Pittsburgh, it seems like Pittsburgh's in on Brock Besser right now, which is really interesting. Vegas, to me, if I had to make a solid prediction, and I'm going to make it's so dumb. I've been trying every day, guys. I'm going to tell you right now to all the chat. I make my annual trade deadline prediction video basically a week in advance every year. And because of the Leafs, basically, because of Kyle Dubas, and because of the Timo Meier trade, and because of the Patty Kane trade, I haven't been able to make that freaking video. So I'm hoping tonight I can finally make that video if the trades can chill out for a freaking second. Because I want to make more predictions and get more predictions right. But definitely going to get some wrong as well. Still applies, by the way. Sheesh, guys. The Leafs are not done. Sebastian Ovechkin. Playoff prediction for the Leafs? Yeah, Jay, we're going to do a post-trade deadline prediction video. So, guys, make sure you got notifications on for this channel. I'll be dropping my post-trade deadline playoff prediction video. So look out for that. Trent says, I feel like Tyler Tullio or Petrov is heading to Nashville. Yeah, those are interesting prospects. Tullio, I watched Tullio quite a bit in the OHL. That underrated piece. Well, he's always been an underrated piece. The Oilers got him in, the 5th round? So Tullio could be interesting. Truly, I think it's going to be either a first and a couple prospects or 2 firsts going to Nashville for Ekholm. And then obviously a contract. So if Nashville sees some interest in Yamamoto might be going back to Nashville. Max, thank you so much, man. The super chats. Leafs exponentially increase their hit stat. Oh, man, bringing Luke Schenn, Lafferty, Achari, McCabe. Like, the Leafs, some of these guys will be freaking hitting everything that moves. What about Ty Voigt? Well, those are Oilers prospects. But yeah, Ty Voigt, if the Leafs were to actually trade a prospect, it could be Ty Voigt. The Canucks are expected to retain part of Besser's contract. Been saying. Let's go. Wow, Pierre LeBrun just dropped it, guys. Ekholm's been informed. Tyson Barrie got traded? I thought they were going to keep Barrie. And they traded Schaefer and a first? Whoa! I did not think they were going to trade Barrie, man. What? That's freaking wild, man. I thought for sure. Wow. Reed, Schaefer, and Tyson. Jeez, I don't know if... I mean, McDavid... You would imagine McDavid and Draisaitl gave the green light to make this deal, right? That's freaking wild, man. I just... Like... Wow. Live on YouTube, the Edmonton Oilers, man. What a crazy move. They acquire Matthias Ekholm and a 6th-round pick in exchange for Tyson Barrie, Reed Schaefer, a first, and a 4th. Man, I don't think Oilers fans are going to be too happy with trading Reed in this deal. Obviously, the money makes sense here in terms of Barrie out and Ekholm in. That's how it makes it possible here. But I'm surprised they didn't do like Fogle and something else instead, or what I've been talking about, Kyler Yamamoto. So clearly, I don't know if the Oilers are still high on Yamamoto or if the Preds just didn't want Yamamoto, but to me, this is a weird trade. The whole year, people have been telling me, oh, the boys love Tyson Barrie in the locker room. McDavid loves him. Draisaitl loves him. McDavid loves him. So it's like, yeah, I mean, in Toronto, Matthews loved Barrie. Freaking Marner loved Barrie. So it's all relevant to the conversation. But, man, that's crazy. Reed Schaefer and a first-round pick. Wow. First, 4th, Reed Schaefer, Tyson Barrie for Ekholm and a 6th. I have to mull that over a bit, but that's a lot for Edmonton. They get a lot better defensively, do not get me wrong. And now probably Bouchard is taking over the top power play, him or Nurse. So that's crazy. But, man, Ken Holland's going for it. He's going for the playoff style with Ekholm. That's freaking wild, guys. Honestly, I can't believe some of these trades, man. Like, everything that's said is kind of just tossed out the window here and there. Oh, the Leafs, they're going to keep Sandin, trade Sandin. The Oilers are going to keep Tyson Barrie. They trade Tyson Barrie. So, this is crazy. I can't believe the Oilers just traded Tyson Barrie. After all of that. Oh, my God. The freaking stream is buzzing. You guys are awesome. We got freaking 1.2K in the chat. You guys are buzzing. Oilers fans, W or L? This is risky, man. This is freaking risky. Oh my God, is that no, that was Saravelli. I mean, hey, Nashville gets a guy that can be in the top 4. I wonder if Barrie in a more low-key market, like the last 2 markets, think about it, with Barrie in Toronto and Edmonton, maybe a more low-key market in Nashville. You don't forget to hit the like button. Yes, Nate. Yeah, guys. Let's try to get 1,000 likes if we can, at least 500. And yeah, again, thank you to all the new subscribers. I appreciate you all. Yeah, guys, in the chat, W's or L's for this Oilers trade, man. This is crazy. Wow. I'll let you guys know if anything else comes through, but I'm truly confused. Honestly, I'm kind of just confused. That's the best way I can put it. Ken Holland just talked to the public earlier. And, like, I swear, I'm so confused, man. Like, this is crazy. Let's just change the title here, folks, for a second. Wow. Mario says Chikrin is going to be a Leaf, folks. Man, there's some hot takes brewing in the chat. We have some people saying John Gibson to Toronto. Some people... Bob, get Lucas in here? Actually, frig, I forgot to respond to him. Let me text him. Yeah, bro, my phone. You guys should see my phone right now. Like, I don't usually have people texting me like this. My phone is like, I guess everyone just knows I'm going crazy, so everyone's just like bound to text me, I guess. Bro, I got 37 text notifications. Oh. Gail, you want to get, guys, should we get Lucas on? He's a big Luke Schenn guy. My co-host for the podcast. Should we get Lucas on? Sorry, I didn't freaking see his follow-up text there. This is like trade deadline stream part 1 here. Yeah, Lucas has always been a huge Luke Schenn guy. Like back when Luke Schenn was drafted, he has a Luke Schenn jersey, met Luke Schenn, like big Luke Schenn guy. So the fact that Luke Schenn's back in Toronto, I cannot sorry, I am sounding like a broken record here, but are you freaking kidding me? Like, all of that. So maybe, yeah, I mean, maybe Nashville will flip Barrie, but I don't know. Crosby, come here. Crosby, want a treat? Let's see if he comes. I'll get him a treat. Crosby, come here. Crosby, come. Nah, he's not coming. We'll get him after, guys. We'll get my dog after. Crazy. Nuts. Freaking nuts, guys. Sorry, I'm trying to pull up... Hey, you know we're a hockey family when Crosby is the name. Yep, my pup's name's Crosby, guys. I'm sorry. If you guys don't think that's a W, I don't know what you're on. Come on, W's in the chat. You know I'm a true hockey guy when my freaking dog is named Crosby. What's up, Jeff? What's up, Blended? Matthew, Sensitive, what's going on? Name my dog Cece. Honestly, that was in consideration. It was Cece Crosby or frickin' Phil the Thrill Kessel. Crosby, come here. Come here, buddy. All right. Frig, man, this is crazy. Let's see. Are Leafs done yet? I don't think so, guys. I don't think so. I can't believe we have 1.2K in here. You guys are awesome. Ooh, treats. Crosby, treat. Come here, up. Oh, look at this guy. Woo! He's freaking excited. Ekholm to Edmonton. Woo! Ooh, that's aggressive. Ooh. Ooh, ow. Go get it. Oh, that's aggressive. Okay, Crosby. If you think the Leafs are going to make another trade, bark. Bark if the Leafs are going to make another trade. Bark. 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 Good boy. Yeah, the Leafs are going to make another trade. W's in the chat for Crosby. Woo! Good boy. Let's go. Oh, you want more? Up. Okay. Treat. Treat. Up. Okay. More? Okay. Will the Leafs pass the first round? High five if the Leafs will pass the first round. Over here. Pass the first round. High five. High five. Good boy. Yeah! The Leafs are passing the first round. Woohoo! Oh, feisty. All right. Cody, what's going on? All right, let's get back to the timeline here. Mario, thanks for subscribing, guys. Appreciate it. Woo! We got 500 likes, Devin. Let's go. Let's get some 500 hype in the chat. 500 likes. So 4.5 mil. Oh my. Let's freaking go to all the legends that are in the live stream right now. You guys are the best. Oh my. Ekholm to the Edmonton Oilers official, man. Okay, bro. I can't even think right now. I got my two phones going. I'm like Kyle Dubas out here, guys. Look at me. I'm like freaking Kyle Dubas. This is like Dubas. Yo, Vancouver? Yo, okay. We want Luke Schenn. Sorry, Islanders, Lou. Yep. Okay, you want a third or fourth for Engvall? Sorry, I got Patrick Alvin on the line. Sorry, Patrick, you want a third for Luke Schenn? Sorry, I got Lou on the line. Okay, you'll do a third Engvall. All right, send a third. Yep. All right, third. Lock it in. That's Dubas today. Just back and forth. That's like me right now on the stream, yo. We got to keep buzzing. Woof. What time is it? It's Team-O time. All right. Holy... Bro, like, what is happening? What is freaking happening? That's what I'm going to do on deadline day, guys. I think I'm just going to record, like, these freaking videos. Oh. This is crazy, guys. All right, let's see. Mark Spector says, you want it all in? This is all in. Oh, I wonder, man, chat, answer this question. Who's going to run the number one power play for the Oilers? Bouchard, Nurse, or hot take Ekholm or Broberg? Let's see it in the chat. Man, the Oilers, bro. Craziness. I can't even think right now. My brain is just, it's not working. Yeah, what if the Oilers go for Klingberg? That's a good point. I don't know about that, though. Can they get... I mean, hey, if the Ducks wanted Yamamoto, maybe the money can work. Carlos, what's going on? I'm going to read some comments from people that I haven't seen in the chat before. Michelle, how's it going? Welcome if you're a new subscriber. Ashwin says, this is very New York State. Has a good player in the deadline. Rangers, Canes, Islanders, Horvat, Devils, Team Wire. It's crazy. This first round of the East is going to be nuts. George says, what logical move next for Toronto if they get rid of Hall, Kerfoot? Yeah, George, in my opinion, it would either have to be... a combo move in Columbus. So there's a lot of candidates I've talked about in Columbus that you're going to trade for, whether it's a Gavrikov or a Korpisalo or a Boone Jenner. So go down the list in that aspect. The other combo deal that I would look at is Arizona. I mean, they have forwards. Toronto's made trades with the Coyotes before, so they have forwards that they can move. They obviously have the defenseman. They have a Chikrin. I'm not saying Toronto's making that move, but they also have a Vejmelka that's been in rumors. So if the Leafs are going for a goaltender, that's the option. Johnny says, who's the next move the Leafs make? Yeah, cap compliant. My hot take that I would love, I mean, I talked about Luke Schenn, but another guy that I've talked about, if he's going to be back, and there's been rumors that he might be back in a few weeks, if they were to trade both Hall, because they've created cap space here, they've moved to Engvall. If they were to trade both Kerfoot Hall, I would love Adam Henrique. I've been talking about Henrique a lot. Playoff guy. I mean, hey, if the Leafs play the Rangers in the conference final, if they can pass the first round, Adam Henrique knows how to score against the Rangers. I'm just saying. Oilers should have went after Parayko. Well, that contract's much worse than Ekholm, so I don't know if I agree with that. Carlson Edmonton soon? I don't think so. You're gonna make a highlights and lowlights of trade deadline video. Like I'll be buzzing. I'll be making videos. I'll be going live. Guys, chat. Let me know if go look on the channel right now. Did I post the video from the Ekholm? Is the reaction posted? Let me know. I don't know what thumbnail I put, but I think it worked. That's funny, though. I want to find a better, like a picture. There's got to be a better picture online, right? All right. Let's go back to Twitter here for a second. Ooh, Kiefer with the new guys after practice. Crazy, guys. Wow, chat, look at this. Are you kidding me? Look at this, guys. We're 8 subscribers away already from 46,400. We need 8 of you in the chat to clutch up. Let's go. Oh my. Man, this chat's buzzing. I can't imagine how busy it's going to be in this live stream on Friday, guys. I still think it's going to be super busy. I think people that are saying it's not going to be busy are just trying to reverse jinx it or something. It's going to be busy on Friday. I'm telling you guys, it's going to be busy. It's going to be busy. Oh, we got something else, guys. We've got something else. Let's see. Oh, hearing the Wilders showing significant interest in injured Columbus forward Gustav Nyquist, fast power play PK guy. The only thing that's been talked about is like if he's hurt into the playoffs, that was criticized today, guys, from NHL teams, if that's a thing. So we will see. Wow, honestly, I can't believe this. Let's select all here. I got a lot of people sharing me tweets, so I apologize if I haven't gotten back to you guys. I'm literally trying. I'm trying to keep you guys updated. So the Brock Besser, it seems like those talks are, I don't want to say at a halt, but there's nothing really that's come out to suggest. I think, you know what's probably, it's probably Vancouver needing to retain on Besser. That's what Pittsburgh's waiting for. They need Vancouver to retain on Besser, and then maybe they can get the deal done. So Brock Besser to Pittsburgh, Gustav Nyquist to Minnesota. Obviously the Ekholm deal just got locked in. Wow. Let's look at the live stream, guys. We got over 1K in the chat still. You guys are awesome. Let's see. Oh, shit. We're 1 subscriber away from 46,400. We need 1 person to subscribe. That's crazy. 8 of you just subscribed like this. You guys are awesome. Wow. I appreciate you guys in the chat. It makes it so much more fun. Like covering trade deadline, covering hockey trades, and just talking hockey. It's so much more fun when there's a lot of people in the chat just buzzing. Just get the chat buzzing, guys. I love it. So, 4% retained from Nashville. I mean, let's see it. Yeah, this is basically my mood today, guys. This is literally my mood. Dubas, what is happening? Trade deadline. Schenn! That was literally me in 4 steps today. I was like, Dubas, what are you doing? What is happening? Trade deadline? It's Luke Schenn! Oh my, are you freaking kidding me? I missed a super chat. Elk with the 2 says, do the Blue Jackets make any big moves? I mean, it depends on what you qualify as move. Yo, Elk, thank you so much. Guys, let's get some Elk hype in the chat. Bub, thank you so much for subscribing. We got 46.4 W's in the chat. Man, if we get 50,000 subscribers this year, I'm going to be going crazy. Hey, me, thank you for subscribing. Thank you so much. I'm seeing a few people say they subscribed. Thank you so much, guys. Jordan, thank you. Thank you, Jordan. There's 2 Jordans subscribing. Let's go. I don't think I missed any other super chats. Oh, jinxed it. Phenom, thank you so much for the $2. Says any benefit contract-wise for teams to make deals. Any... Phenom, I don't know what you're asking. I guess you're asking, like, is there... I mean, Nyquist could be beneficial because they can have him on LTIR up until the point, but... Wow, look at that, guys. The Kings, the deal for Chikrin. It could be happening. Look at this. And let's bring it up for Pagnota here. So Pagnota's saying this right now. Phenom, Nyquist could be one. I think in terms of cheap contracts, if you wanted to get into that territory, Nick Bustad for Arizona would be super beneficial for teams that are stuck on cap. VGK fan, what's going on? How's it going, Sarah? What's going on, Evan? Welcome if you guys are new subscribers. Rachel State, Yamo subscribe. Thank you so much. Spence says Brock McGinn will likely play tonight. They have to wait officially to put him on waivers. Yeah, okay, we'll see. Crank says, glad to subscribe. Oilers fan. Oilers versus Leafs for the Cup. That'd be crazy. T.O., when's the deadline? Friday. I'll be live all day on this channel. All day I'll be live streaming on this channel. Gallagher, come on, Habs. Sammy says the Habs always doing nothing. It pisses me off. Doggy says, not confirmed. Puck says, should the Oilers go after another defenseman to play with Bouchard? Potentially. It might be. I wonder if now that they're losing, I wonder if more so now they go after a Gauchis Bear because they're losing Tyson Barrie here. Maybe they go after Gauchis Bear. So I would not be surprised if Edmonton trades with Arizona. We'll look out for that, folks. Aubrey, yes, it's this Friday. I'll be live. Tio, how's it going, HDH? It's going well, Tio. How are you doing? Oh, the Wild have acquired Gustav Nyquist. Chat, look at this. Wow, guys. Can we get hashtag trade deadline in the chat? Announce Besser. Announce Besser, CJ. That's crazy. Thank you, Tim. Yeah, I live stream on this channel every year for trade deadline. But yeah, guys, I'll keep running the stream. As long as you guys want me to chat hockey and chat with you guys, I'll keep running the stream for sure. So stick around, answer some or ask some questions. I'll answer or just shoot the shit in the chat. But the latest trade here, the Minnesota Wild have acquired Gustav Nyquist, it seems. Hey, Justin with the 2, thank you so much for the donation. And yeah, today does feel like the trade deadline a little bit. But again, I think as hockey fans, guys, we're just not used to this activity because the NBA trade deadline always overshadows the NHL trade deadline. I just think we're not used to this kind of activity, and I think we need to start getting used to it because as the cap starts rising every year and as teams like a team like that has pressure like Toronto, like a team that has pressure like Edmonton, I think some of these teams that have so much pressure around these stars, we're going to see big trades through this next decade. Like the next decade, 2023 to 2030, like these next 6-7 years are going to be huge for the league, huge for the activity. I think we're going to get a lot of action, especially in the offseason, man, when there's more flexibility. Royalty, what's going on? Canadian says, does Buffalo buy someone before the end of the trade deadline? I think Buffalo makes one move. Greenway about to be a Columbus Blue Jacket. You know what? Greenway might be an underrated fit for sure. And especially with the Wild being tight on the cap, especially if they make that move and then maybe even trade Dumba as well, they could make a move prior to the deadline that makes a lot of sense. This is crazy, guys. This has created such a domino effect. Right when freaking Patty Kane went to the Rangers and Dubas just started going psycho, the whole NHL has just woken up. James with the 2, will there be any trades left by Friday? James, thank you so much for the dono. Yes, there's going to be. Guys, like I said, I would be very confident to say there's going to be at least 10 trades on Friday. I can't guarantee you the size of those trades, but there's going to be at least 10 trades on Friday. That's still a lot, guys. If you think you can't talk about 10 trades in one live stream, I mean, guys, there's going to be at least 10. Lock her in. Knock on wood. Reverse jinx. Oh, there's going to be less than 10. There's going to be like 2 trades on Friday. Reverse jinx. Do you think Gus hits our top 6? If you're talking about Gustav Nyquist or you're talking about Eric Gustafsson, there's been a couple of Gus's traded today, so you got to be clear. But Gustav Nyquist can be a good top 9 forward for the Wild if that's what you're talking about. What about the Patrick Kane trade? Puck, I talked about it earlier. I've talked about it a lot. I mean, the Rangers are one of the top 5 cup contenders right now easily. I don't know how you can't put them there, especially if Shesterkin can get back to his form in the playoffs. I mean, Anthony, John Gibson. Okay, we'll chat. Let's just put this out there. I mean, Edmonton's talked about a goalie. Toronto's talked about a goalie. If there's a goalie right now in the market, everyone's talked about Demko, Gibson, Vamelka, Korpisalo. Go down the list. Who's your favorite goalie target? James Reimer's in there as well, chat. Who's your favorite goalie target if you had your team getting a goalie before the deadline? John, 28 months. That's crazy. I hope my Flyers sell, and sell some more. There you go. But there are heavy rumors suggesting that the Kings are going to make one final swing for Chychrun prior to the deadline. The Sens will be in those conversations too. But yeah, I mean, if I was a betting man for this scenario, I would potentially say Kings. But there you go, Nyquist to the Wild, as I said. Kristen says, where do you think Grzelcyk will be? He didn't play last night. Yeah, Chris, it's going to be interesting. I think the Bruins, they have quite, I mean, similar to Toronto right now. The Bruins are packed in that defense core. They have like 9 NHL caliber defensemen. So Boston's going to have to make decisions. Grzelcyk is no guarantee in that lineup, I think, every night. But to me, I mean, he fits well at times. But, I mean, at the end of the day, the way Forbort's playing, and obviously they just got Orlov, like their locks in the lineup every night are McAvoy, Lindholm, Carlo, Forbort, and Orlov. So Grzelcyk would be the only one possible to come out of that lineup. And then obviously maybe make a spot for a Clifton or Zaboral. But look out for the Bruins still, guys, because I'll say this right now on the stream. I think there's a good chance the Bruins still trade one of those defensemen between Zaboral and Clifton. I mean, similar to what I'm making a Toronto thing again, but similar to Toronto, they just traded Sandin, brought in Schenn. I wouldn't be surprised if Boston goes, all right, we'll trade out, this is just an example, we'll trade out Zaboral and Mike Riley, for example, and bring in a veteran defenseman to be our extra. I don't know. I'm just speculating on that part, but Boston has like 9 NHL caliber D-men right now. Tim, thank you so much for becoming an elite member. Let's go. Yeah, we got a few Bruins fans in the chat that have an opinion on this. Chris included. Chris, do you think Grzelcyk's out of the lineup come playoff time? Clifton's had some good games. I mean, to me, Clifton struggles at times. Like, sometimes Clifton's, like, risky, and then other times he's like, eh. So, I don't know. It's tough to say. Let's see. Yeah, Grzelcyk's sus in his own end as well. That's very factual. Mike, is Hall the scratch now? Well, the Leafs had their defense pairs in practice earlier, and the defense pairs for Toronto were Morgan Riley with Justin Hall, which to me I think is a disgrace. And then it was Jake McCabe with TJ Brody, and then the third pair was Giordano Liljegren. So to me, I think the Leafs need to put Schenn in there, Riley McCabe, Giordano Brody, or because of the righty situation, then if you're keeping the right guys there, you have to go Riley with Schenn or go Riley with Liljegren. So in the case of Riley with Schenn, maybe that's all right. I mean, Shenn's played well at times with Quinn Hughes. So if you go Riley with Schenn, then you can go, as I said, you can go Brody with McCabe. You stick that pair that they're trying to figure out right now, and then your bottom pair is Giordano Liljegren. It's not bad. Schenn would definitely offset Riley well. It just concerns me with the minutes and the speed. James says, best of the Pens for D-Man Pedersen or Pierre-Olivier Joseph. Yeah, I mean, 2 of those guys could be in that deal, James. I would imagine if Vancouver's retaining on Brock Besser, Pittsburgh might have to give up a first-round pick. But yeah, I do expect Brock Besser to be traded to Pittsburgh based on what I know right now. Again, that can change very quickly. But based on what I know right now, it seems like Brock Besser, there's a good shot. As long as the Canucks don't frickin' back out of this last second here. Tyson Barrie, man. I did not think he was going to get dealt after all that. I truly didn't. Ooh, Jake McCabe quote here. On his priorities with the Leafs, make life hard on the other team's top players. Just do whatever it takes to win every night. Block shots, do whatever it takes. W's in the chat. We love that. We love that. And Liam. Shout out to my guy Liam. He's a subscriber to the channel. Let's hype him up. Let's hype up Liam. Let's go. Also, just to make it clear, guys, I will be live tomorrow night for Leafs vs. Oilers. So if you want to join that live stream, I'll be doing some play-by-play. Might bring on a guest. We'll chat some trades, shoot the shit before the deadline. So I'll be live during the full game of Leafs Oilers. I'll also give a shout. I'll be on the SDPN channel also tomorrow night. So shout out to Dangle and the crew. I will be doing a post game on their channel tomorrow night after the Leafs Oilers game. So I'll be live streaming double time tomorrow night. Then Thursday we'll do our NHL trade deadline eve live stream. And then Friday I'll be live all day for NHL trade deadline. So I'll be buzzing all week, guys. TikTok, then tell me which team you want me to talk about. We'll take this off. I got another hat here. Frig, man, I'll throw my Wolves hat on. You want me to mix it up? All right. I'll throw my Wolves hat on here. Okay. We'll get some chats going. Where's the Habs fans at? We'll get some Habs trade talk in there if you want. Or, frig, man, we got the Oilers jersey right here. We've got these jerseys on standby. I had to throw this frickin' off quickly. Got the Oilers jersey right here. We got the Rangers jersey right here. We got the Patty Kane jersey right here. Chris has put the Habs jersey on. Are you crazy? Will Kevin Hayes get traded? Maybe. Maybe. Yes. Let's go coast to coast. That's a W. Ooh, Makar and McDermott. That's good. I don't think so. The person asking this. Yeah, I agree. Leafs need a third liner in there, and that's a. I don't want to go to that extent, but that's a first round championship, guys. Second round appearance. Hey, what's going on, George? Thanks for being in the chat. Welcome if you're a new subscriber. A little Wolves shout. Raymond, we talked about the Ekholm trade. George, you're from Sudbury? There you go. Well, I'll see you at a Wolves game. I think Rasmus Sandin is going to have a solid NHL career, but with Morgan Rielly signed long-term and the PP1 QB for the foreseeable future, Rast on the PK and not good enough to be a shutdown top four. What was his role? Pulled the plug early instead of late. Travis Dermott. See, I don't know if I agree with that necessarily. I think Sandin's ceiling has always been way higher than Dermott. Dermott was a second-round pick. Yeah, I mean, I guess drafted similar spots. I think Dermott was like 30s. And Sandin was, 28th overall? Baker says, love these moves. Thank you again, guys, to the 900 people in the chat, to all the new subscribers. Hey, it's free to subscribe, and you guys keep showing support. It means a lot. Cousin says, at some point, Bettman has to call Flyers management and say, fix this before someone burnt down the arena. Jeez. Ari, Habs? Yeah, any questions? I think the Habs will make a couple minor deals. If they're so stubborn on trading Josh Anderson, the biggest deal I think they maybe make is the Edmondson deal. But to me, my prediction for Edmondson would be like a second-round pick at this point. Yo, Adam, what's going on, buddy? Appreciate you in the chat. Devils joints says, who did the Islanders trade? They traded for Pierre the Legend Engvall. Connor Bedard in the chat. Jacob says, I'm from Thunder Bay. How much are Wolves tickets? I'm kind of salty that Thunder Bay doesn't have an OHL team. Jacob, Wolves tickets on specialty nights? You could probably get a ticket for 20, 30 bucks, probably. 20, 30 bucks, 30, 40, around there. On specialty nights, there's some, like, I've seen deals where it's like you can buy a pack of 4 for 80 bucks, something like that, or 90 bucks. So probably 30, 40 bucks individually. But you could probably get one for 20. Don't spam, please, in the chat, guys. Don't be spamming. Like, if you're spamming like that, you're being a loser. Just letting you know. Come on, chill out. What's up, Table Tap? Yeah, Sudbury's got the oldest arena, guys, for sure. Legendary. What's up, Zach? Well, Zach, you're not spamming, and I hope you wouldn't. Yeah, Jacob, man, thank you again. Welcome if you're a new subscriber. I appreciate the hockey banter. Will the Flyers make any moves? Yeah, Mason, they're definitely going to trade at least JVR. I think they're going to trade at least JVR. Kevin Hayes would be a little bit of a long shot. Past that, they might move a defenseman. What do I think about Kerfoot Hall at first for Chychrun? That's not enough. It's got to be 2 first-round picks. If the Coyotes are taking Hall and Kerfoot, it's got to be 2 first-round picks and a prospect. That's what would get it done. And to be honest, I wouldn't hate that in the sense that you just got that first for Sandin. So like if the scenario was a first Sandin and a prospect for Chychrun, I would do the 2 first and a prospect for Chychrun, to be honest. The time's now, man. Especially if the Coyotes are taking, as I said, Kerfoot and Hall, I would do that deal in a heartbeat. But yeah, I think the Leafs are making one more move, and I think it's going to be a combo deal potentially from Dubas. I thought it was one final deal yesterday, guys, and then they made 3 today. It's crazy. I did not think Dubas was going to be this busy. And anyone that's going to complain about me talking Leafs, guys, the Leafs have made 5 trades. 5 freaking trades in the last, week? Or 2 weeks, I guess, including O'Reilly. So that's just the reality of the situation. Jake says Tyson Barrie to Nashville, poor guy. Well, I don't know if I agree with the poor guy part, but I'm just poor guy, I guess, getting traded off Edmonton. I mean, Oilers, it seems like the Oilers players loved him, and he was that number one power play guy. He was putting up numbers. I'm surprised they traded Barrie. But yeah, Matthias Ekholm's an Edmonton Oiler. That's crazy. Nick Alberga tweeted out, Justin Hall might have something. Guys, let's look at Nick Alberga's tweet. That's a legendary tweet. I retweeted it. Where is it? I'll just go to my profile. Oh, guys, we've gained a lot of followers. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. I think like 20 of you have followed the Twitter. Thank you. Yeah, here we go. Justin Hall must have something on this organization. There's never been bigger facts. I've been saying that, though, guys. I feel like Justin Hall has something on Sheldon Keefe. What's up, Brandon? Did I see Nashville? I could see Nashville flipping one of those guys, maybe. Well, they'll probably keep Schaefer now, but maybe Barrie or maybe one of their... They could make a roster piece. What's up, Jose? What's up, Banger? Barabanov to the Bruins? Yeah, Gustav Nyquist is getting traded to Minnesota. Hey, Ari with the 7 says, listening while doing homework. Love the stream as usual. Not sure if I'll be in the chat during Friday's stream, but I'll do my best to love the streams. Thank you so much, Ari. Yep, like I said, you guys can join anytime. You don't have to be there. Even if you can only check in for 1 minute. I hope to see all of you guys check in and say hello on Friday while I'm live all day. Sam says, throw that toilet paper out. What do you mean? Help, what's going on? Many needs a big center. But thank you, Ari. Let's get some Ari hype in the chat. Tony says Hall is compromising photos. Luke, I did see the Minnesota trade. Regan says, side chat on OHL. Do you think the Petes have a chance of taking it all this year? The Petes are looking good. Man, Tucker Robertson is freaking nasty. The Petes are good, though. I think they could definitely cause some damage for sure. Thanks for the question. I like OHL questions as well, so I appreciate that. Yeah, welcome. And even, hey, if you're not an NHL fan, welcome to the OHL fan subscribers in here. I appreciate you guys. Taves of Kane says, buddy, not a chance they're beating the London Knights. I mean, yeah, the Knights are probably one of the favorites right now, but hey, you can't count on a team, especially if they're buzzing like the way the Petes have been buzzing. Because, yeah, like a week or two ago, the Petes played the Wolves and they shut them out. So, I mean, they're solid. Chris, I'll be starting at about 9 a.m. Friday morning and around there. I'll make an announcement Thursday night when I'm starting exactly, but probably around 9 Friday. Crashers, the Ekholm return is Tyson Barrie, a first-round pick, Reed Schaefer, and a fourth-round pick, I believe. Hey, Ron, I appreciate it. Thanks for being in the chat. Yeah, Ron, welcome if you're a new subscriber as well. It's good to see you in the chat. Leafs getting Josh Anderson, I think, is unlikely. Yeah. Wow, guys, are you? No, we're not. We're already 5 subscribers away from 46,500. 46,500. Oh my God, we're bumping today. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. And on the way to 1,000 likes. Do you think Columbus will make a new trade? Yeah, I think they'll make at least one more deal with the assets they have. Jack, there's no dumb questions. But what is Justin Hall's issue as a defenseman? I think I know why, but not 100%. No, it's not a dumb question. So Justin Hall, it really does come down to positioning and decision-making 5-on-5. That to me is like what it comes down to. Penalty killing, Justin Hall is a really good piece to have specifically on your penalty kill. Like if there was no roster limitations, if there was no roster limitations, folks, I would seriously say Justin Hall, keep him on the team. If there was no roster limitations, keep him on the team, keep him on the bench, and whenever there's a penalty kill, Justin Hall, go out there and have fun. Outside of that, the guy's not seeing ice time. So that's my issue with Justin Hall. He's a disaster decision making. The giveaway machines 5-on-5, and Justin Hall's in that group. So to me, penalty killing, sure. Past that, nothing. Yeah, Jack, I've heard that a lot from Blues fans. That especially that have wanted to trade Scandella. Matt says, sup, I'm a new sub, starting to get into hockey. Well, Matt, welcome, guys. Let's welcome Matt in the chat, guys. Say hi to Matt. State says, which team hasn't added that still needs to add? Probably Carolina, I guess, chat. This team. Outside of Puljujarvi, they haven't done much. Outside of Puljujarvi, the Hurricanes have not done much. Vegas, I still think they have another move. I mean, they added Barbashev. Dallas added Dadonov. So those would be the 3 teams, I think. Those 3 teams only made small moves. Well, I wouldn't say Barbashev was a small move, but on the surface, they didn't give up a lot of assets for Barbashev. So I still think Vegas still has another move in their arsenal. But, yeah, I'm seeing some people say, Flames comment. Spencer says Seattle could make a move. Yep. Kyle says the Puljujarvi trade to me is the most surprising in a while. Yeah, say hi to Matt in the chat, guys. Welcome, Matt, and any other new hockey fan or new subscriber in the chat. Welcome them to the channel. Logan says, are you loving being hockey YouTuber this year? Holy shit, this is so good. I've always loved doing stuff on YouTube with hockey. It's just hard with my schedule. I mean, doing OHL stuff on weekends, even sometimes during the week, and then I have my full-time job, so it's definitely not easy sometimes, balancing everything, but the fact that I can stream with you guys right now, I'm not minding it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it right now. Tyler says, what did the Blue Jackets get in return for the Nyquist trade? Yeah, we were trying to check that out. Let's see. If someone has it in the chat what the return was, I don't think I... How's it going, John Gaudette? Appreciate you in the chat. Yeah, I don't know. It was basically confirmed that Nyquist is going to Minnesota, but we don't have a return yet. Yeah, Cal, I don't think it was returned yet either. This is crazy. Hey, Mark, how's it going? And thank you to everyone that's followed on Twitter as well. Hey, Liam, you're the best. Let's go, Liam. Ooh, Brian, there you go. Least Forever says, love you. Love you too. Come on, Friedman. Whoa. Source with each of Penguins and Canucks say they don't believe Brock Besser is headed to Pittsburgh. That was as of 8 minutes ago. Are you serious? Holy shit. Imagine this falls through now. Frig, man. I hate when trades like this fall through. Damn it, man. Well, let's hope we still get a trade here. Yeah, Marcus Pettersson was rumored potentially in a deal. All right. Fire Fletcher. Alvin loves Marcus Pettersson. Yeah, Alvin might bring in Marcus Pettersson. I would not be surprised. So yeah, I mean, maybe it's not Brock Besser, but I still feel like I've been saying so often, guys, I feel like Pittsburgh and Vancouver, the connections that are there. I mean, think about the connections that cross over. Like, Alvin used to work for Pittsburgh. Tocchet used to work on Pittsburgh. Like, Gonchar used to be on Pittsburgh. Rutherford used to be on Pittsburgh. Like, there's some bare connections between Pittsburgh and Vancouver, and I would not be shocked if they make a trade. Garland, actually, that's a good inclusion there. Tony and Garrett saying Garland in the chat. Yeah, I would not be surprised if Pittsburgh had some interest. What? Michael Sachs Jr. with the 2. So we already know the return for the Patty Kane trade. It was a 2nd and 4th round pick, and then they gave a 3rd to Arizona to retain. So, yeah, that 2nd round pick apparently can become a 1st. Demko to the Leafs, I don't know about that. But, I mean, hey, Demko had a decent game last night for his return. I could see him getting moved. But if I was Vancouver, I would keep Demko and make it an offseason move if you wanted to trade him. It just depends. To me, it's so, like, the opinions could be all over the place because Vancouver, we don't know the direction they want to go. I mean, to me, their direction should be a rebuild or a retool around Pettersson, Kuzmenko, Quinn Hughes. Thank you. But at the end of the day, if they're not doing a full-out rebuild, Demko could still fit that window of when they want to win, which to me, Demko will still be a good goalie in 3-4 years, right? Yeah, Cranfield, I know a lot of people have hype in terms of Seelofts, but again, you're relying big time for him to pan out, right? Taylor says, I love how no one knows Dubas' next move. Not a clue. Could leverage the Boston first-round pick and move cap and swing something. That's what I'm saying, Taylor. Shout out to Taylor Rass in the chat. Welcome if you're a new subscriber. That's what I think. I mean, draft. Jenner to the Leafs. I've wanted that for a while. Nicholas says, go day for the Leaf as a wing fan. Big day for the Leafs for sure. What's up, Dan? What's up, Renegade? Blended, how's it going? Niemela, Minton first, Murray and Kerr for Demko. That's nuts. So much is happening, guys. But yeah, I'm glad it's kind of chilled out for a second, though, because I want to read comments. So I'm going to keep ripping through the comments here. Besser to the Wild would be good. For sure. It just matters about money. Money. But what games are on tonight that are intriguing you guys? Answer in the chat. What games are intriguing you for tonight? As I said, I'll be live streaming on this channel. Oilers, Leafs tomorrow night. Hope to see you guys there. I don't think there's anything else that's popping up right now. I still, I'm kind of shocked Engvall got traded a little bit. Like, I don't think that's going to sink in. But you know, I'm happy with Dubas right now. I was a little pissed off with that Sandin move. But I actually want to review the comments. Chat, let's go through it together. Guys, so I made a video earlier on the Sandin trade, and if you guys haven't watched it, you should go watch it. It was a pretty raw reaction, kind of similar to my McCabe video, but I don't really care, man. Honestly, here's what I'll say. People get on me sometimes for like being a little bit too, I don't know, I get ahead of myself. I just kind of spit what I'm thinking. I just kind of say what I'm thinking. But to me, I'd rather have the genuine reaction and then maybe I go, okay, maybe I was a little too emotional versus like just not saying anything or being fake. Like I don't know. I've always thought that. Just how I feel in the moment, I record it. I have a genuine reaction, and then if I read and I study and I look more into it and I feel differently about the move, then I feel differently about the move. But at the time when the Sandin trade happened, I was freaking pissed. Like I was super pissed. I was like, there's no way they just traded this guy. 22 years old. I'm so high on his future. So let's read these comments here because I want to see what's up. Okay, let's look at the comments on that. So if you guys haven't seen it, that was my explanation. Okay, so Mr. Classic says, just thinking about this as much as we clown Hall for the Game 7 mistakes, Sandin also had the same amount of mistakes, if I'm remembering correctly. Also, yes, this can be harmful in 4+ years from now, but we also have prospects like Topi Niemela and Ronnie Hirvonen, who should be ready by the time frame of about 4+ years, though probably at lower cost. Well, yeah, Hirvonen's not a defenseman, but I understand what he's saying. Like that. Supposedly, Sandin's been wanting out of Toronto for a while, and that's what I've been hearing. Yeah. I don't know if I agree with that. Yeah, good move from Washington. Excited to see what we do with the new pick. Great deal for the Caps. As a Caps fan, thank you for Sandin. Good deal for the Caps to get younger. Wish Leafs would have also taken Mantha. Yeah, I mean, Mantha struggled this year. I don't carry that take anymore, guys. That was my take in the offseason for the Leafs to target Mantha. The way Mantha's played this year, I wouldn't do it unless the Caps were retaining. But that's not happening anymore, obviously. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There you go. Gustavo says, I think with the addition of McCabe, who's here for another 2 seasons after this one, on only $600,000 more than Sandin, made him expendable. Hall and Engvall made pretty good metrics overall. Hall has good metrics for the Leafs need from a bottom defenseman and guy kills. So I'm going to stop him right here. This is fine up until the point where Hall's playing 16, 17 plus minutes a night and playing in the top 4. That's where I have the issue with that. All right. I mean, it's always good to read some comments, on the videos. Some can get pretty negative. You know, there's always going to be the trolls on YouTube, but same way I like reading comments in the live stream. It's always fun to read some comments on the videos. And Lucas, yeah, surely there is more moves from surely there's more moves from Dubas here. But at least one more. But my thing is, guys, and chat, answer if you know this. Didn't they already make Jake McCabe number 2 jerseys? I'm sure they didn't make that much. It must be like under 100. But would Jake McCabe be willing to swap the 2 out and do a different? Because that's what they had. They had Jake McCabe as number 2. So I don't know. Jake McCabe might be stealing Luke Schenn's number 2. And at that point, what number is Luke Schenn going to wear? What's the deal? Okay, Zeke, you got to relax, buddy. All right, let's see what chat's saying here. Thank you to the 800 people that are still in the chat, by the way. Maybe 4? Yeah, I mean, maybe Jake McCabe just switches numbers. Jim says, hey, buddy, we love your passion in Nova Scotia. Go Leafs go. Thank you, Jim. Dre says, I don't mind this trade like Sandin, but got a first rounder, which will flip for something. That's what I'm hoping. That's the way I'll look at that trade and go, okay, that's a W. If they traded the first round pick to get much better. Because that's been the feeling, right? Like, is anyone on the same page with me here? Like, I feel like every move that Dubas has made so far, it feels like something else is coming. And it seems so weird to say that because he's made 5 trades. But, like, all these moves have been, like, outside of, obviously, like, the O'Reilly deal was the initial one and the Jake McCabe. But these 3 today feel like they're leading into one final big deal. Like, moving Engvall and then trading Sandin for the first. And then bringing Luke Schenn in. Luke Schenn's cap hit's under $1 million. So it's like, there's something here still, it feels like. But Lucas is in the chat, guys. Make sure you go follow Lucas NHL on Twitter. Or I think it's NHL Lucas, maybe. He'll drop it in the chat. What's up, Jordan? Says, Florida, Buffalo making any deals? Yeah, I said earlier, I think Buffalo will make 1 deal minimum. Florida is such a tough spot because they have rentals. Like, teams have been calling on Radko Gudas 1,000%. So that's no surprise. I'm sure some teams have called on Duclair. I'm sure Luosterainen, sorry. People have been calling on Luosterainen, so we'll see. I think Luosterainen, Gudas. If Florida falls out of a playoff spot, or not falls out of a playoff spot, if they feel they're going to be out of a playoff spot, sorry, the trade deadline's in 3 days. If they feel they're going to be out of a trade, like out of a spot, they'll trade. That's what I'm trying to say. Sorry. Can't speak. Oh, Lucas, you've joined the dark side. So you agree with me, especially with the Schenn trade. Hall's on the way out, man. It's got to happen, guys. We're going to love Dubas if it happens. He's got to be, man. Schenn's here. I can't... See, in my opinion, you acquired Luke Schenn. He's got to be in the freaking lineup, man. 3rd pair, Luke Schenn. Lock it in. And if you want a less physical night, you put Connor Timmins in. Either way, you don't have Hall in there. So my prediction, Dubas, attach those 2 first-round picks he got within these next 3 years, the Boston first and your first for next year. Attach those 2 picks to a prospect in Hall and Kerfoot and go get yourself a big fish. Make one last mic drop. If you have any other predictions in the chat, guys, drop it. What's up, Dory? Roland, how's it going? Matthew says, but they don't have their first rounder. I don't think Florida won't do anything unless it is to improve this team. Yeah, Matthew, I'm with you. Aubrey says Hall plus Boston's first for a top 9 forward. I could see that, Aubrey. I honestly could see that. For some reason, this team and Dubas still likes Kerfoot. And I also think, I said this to Lucas on the podcast, you guys can put agree, disagree, or you feel neutral on this take. Do you guys think that Dubas might keep Kerfoot for the sake of he doesn't want that Kadri trade to be like the worst thing on his resume. Like he's hoping that Kerfoot, if they keep him, will do something in the playoffs, and people will be like, okay, we're keeping Kerfoot? Or do you just think Kerfoot's 100% getting traded? Let me know in the chat. Do you think Kerfoot's 100% getting traded? Or do you think Dubas might keep Kerfoot for that reason? They go, all right, we want to see if he can do something. He's a pending UFA, contract year, something to prove. Maybe he can turn it around here and in a bottom six role, score a big goal for us in the playoffs. Again, you also have to know, I mean, what someone just said in the chat, who said that? So Luke just asked me if Nyes is starting for the playoffs. That's another huge point. Nyes might be in on that third line or second line, potentially, depending on where O'Reilly is. So that's the other point to make known. This is from Lula Morello on Pierre Engvall. Pierre is a very versatile player. He'll bring a dimension that he can play at any one of the forward positions, and probably his biggest asset is his skating ability. He's got a long reach, being 6'5", 220. As I said, guys, I think that's a good deal for both sides. I think the Islanders, they got forward injuries right now. Pajot, Barzal, Wallstrom, so they needed a forward. Third round picks, cheap price. State says, big mistake. Way too many new faces on the team. Leafs better get their chemistry together. See, State, this is where I really disagree with you, because hasn't there been so many years where the Leafs don't make moves at all? Like the Foligno year, they just added Foligno. And it's like the deals that they made outside of that were like Riddick and like Riley Nash. I mean, they kept everyone together. They've kept everyone together. This chemistry has been a thing. Like Marner, Matthews, Tavares, Nylander, Kerfoot. All these guys have been together. So it's not like they're bringing guys in that are like changing the course of their core. Like Lafferty's a fourth liner. Luke Schenn is either going to be third pair or out of the lineup potentially, unless he plays with Morgan Riley. The only two guys that are significantly jumping into the core are O'Reilly and McCabe. Even Achari. Like, Achari's going to be a good piece for this Leafs team. At the end of the day, like, you're going to make that addition on the fourth line to improve your fourth line. Mike Taylor says, would love to get Wilson. I know people have been asking for Tom Wilson. I mean, they just made a trade with the Caps, so unless Dubas and McClellan are still on the phone, we'll see. I don't think the Caps are trading Tom Wilson, but I've been proven wrong before. So Verana's playing tonight, guys. Interesting. Verana's playing for the Red Wings. Josh Anderson, I don't think so, Jack. Spencer says sad for Greenway in a second. Are you talking about Brandon Saad? Adam says, do you think Korpisalo to Detroit makes sense with Nedeljkovic the other way? That's intriguing, but I mean, obviously Detroit will have to give Columbus a pick. Brandon says that's what Sandin gets for holding out on us. Wow. Liam says getting Buchnevich and instantly make the Leafs better than Boston. Interesting. Hot take. What if we got like Oshie to the Wild or Pens? Oshie to the Wild or Pens? That's interesting. I mean, the Caps probably won't trade Oshie to Pittsburgh, but the Wild is an interesting one in there. Dory says, wish we got Jensen with the Sandin trade. That would have been interesting. Ryan says, is Maxime Comtois in trade talks? Thank you, Ryan. Welcome if you're a new subscriber. I don't necessarily think he's in trade talks, but I think he could be had at the right price. I think Maxime Comtois could benefit from a change of scenery 100%. What's going on, Barzy? Matt says, I feel that Bunting is not going to be on the Leafs next season. Potentially not, man. If they got other contracts to sign, we'll see what kind of moves they make. Because that's interesting, right? Like, if the Leafs get O'Reilly a little cheaper, they might prioritize keeping a guy like O'Reilly at like $3 or $4 million versus Bunting at $3 or $4 million. So, we'll see. Oshie to the Wild would be cool, 100%. Hot take, Oshie to the Kraken would be cool, Jeremiah. Imagine Oshie to the Kraken. I'd be about that. Maxime Comtois would be a nice fit for us. He provides physicality and scoring. Yeah, but again, the inconsistencies. Is Larkin a possibility? I think Detroit keeps him. What do you think of the trade so far? Yeah, Barzy, I've been buzzing. Extend Dubas? Yeah, I mean, Dubas has done a lot here. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Jordan. I could see Florida trading Duclair still. We'll see. He's come in and looked good since he's returned. I think he only played the one game, but wow. Engvall will not be able to make it. Tough. That would have been cool to see him right off the bat. Oh, Pajot's day-to-day. That's huge. And Barzal's only week-to-week. That's huge for the Islanders, man. Pajot only day-to-day. Jack says no extension until they actually win. Fair. Okay, but here's the thing. What I'll say, Jack. If the Leafs make it to the conference finals, Dubas will get extended 1,000%. I think even if they win a round, Dubas will get extended with the moves he's made here. Mike says, let's talk after the Leafs get bounced round 1. Okay, so Mike, I'm not saying they're not getting bounced round 1, but if they get to the second round, are you going to be soaking your shit in the chat, or are you going to go hide? I'm just asking a question. Because let me know. Then we can have a serious discussion. I mean, you're still hiding behind a screen. I have to be on camera, so there's a little bit of a different dynamic here, but... Colin says, love it. Sandin and Engvall out as predicted. Excellent return. Okay, Mike, you said they won't. Okay, Mike. Okay. Troll's gonna troll. Yeah. Debo says you won't be back, Mike. Stop the cap. Yeah, I mean, if the Leafs pass the first round, Mike's nowhere. He's not gonna be anywhere to be found, you know. Back to work. The Dallas Stars got to go to work. Make a trade. I still can't believe they traded Barrie. Poor guy. He just wanted to have some fun in Edmonton. Just fun with McDavid. You know, there's just... Ken Holland just sauced him aside. Wow. That's messed. It's a freaking mess from Kenny Holland. Zoravar says, I hope they get a good electric prospect to sort of excite the lineup. I was hoping Robertson could be that. Yeah, it could be Matt Nyes for sure. Roland says Rangers have to be one of the cup favorites for sure. Hot take, Krause to the Leafs. I don't think Arizona's trading Krause unless they get blown away with an offer. Aubrey says if there's no more trades, what do you think the third line could look like? Third line with no trades probably is Kerfoot, Kampf, and Yarncrow. Something like that. Notch says, think they trade Hall now or just send him to the moon? They won't send him to the moon. They'll trade him or he'll be playing, which is crazy to me. But again, Hall, penalty killer. I sound like a broken record. We'll keep talking about it. But Gustav Nyquist, here we go. Brandon Pridham shouts. But there you go. 5th round pick, Gustav Nyquist. Hey guys, let's try to get 1,000 likes on the stream. I think we're almost there, right? Or we're at 600 right now almost. Let's see. Yo, guys, we are... Wait, how many? Let me refresh. It just said 3 away. We're 1 away now from 46.5K subscribers. we need one person to clutch up. Neil says, love your attitude. Neil, lots of love, buddy. Appreciate you in the chat. Neil, who are you a fan of? Let me know. Colin says, McCabe edition, push Sandin right out of the door. Kind of, yeah. Mike likes and subscribe. Thank you. Ruben, subscribe. Big shout out to Ruben. Who's, is that Marty Natchez in your profile pic? Ruben, that's a W. W to Ruben. Hey, GC, you're a W. Goose says, I wonder what moves Carolina makes. Hey, they're the next one up. It's actually ironic that I have it up in the background because Carolina should be the next team up. Let's see. Carolina and Calgary can make a trade. Let's see. This is interesting, guys. So, well, let's look at this first. So Gustav Nyquist for a 5th. That's a good deal for Minnesota. Flexibility, and he should be back before the season ends. Look at this trade from Luke Schenn against Alexiak. Oh. Luke Schenn's such a beast, bro. Look at Luke Schenn with the left hand. Oh, Alexiak started feeding him there. Okay, but Alexiak's like 6'7". Man, the fact that Luke Schenn gets up and keeps going is hilarious. Oh my god, Luke Schenn's such a beast, bro. I can't wait for Luke Schenn to hype up Scotiabank Arena and just friggin' start feeding a guy. Like, I hope Luke Schenn game 1 versus Tampa just starts absolutely feeding like Eric Chernak or something. That's a massive deal for Edmonton, though. So again, guys, that 5th round pick for Gustav Nyquist, teams have made it official now. Man, I hope Chychrun gets traded, man. If Chychrun doesn't get traded, I'm going to be so pissed off. I cannot go another trade deadline where Chychrun's not traded. Yes, Ben, I did see that. That sucks, man. It seems like the talks were like heating up between Pittsburgh and Canucks, and it's just died. Yeah, Luke Schenn was with the Lightning once upon a time, so hopefully it turns the tides of what's going on here. Thoughts on the Sandin deal? Yeah, Insight, go watch my reaction from earlier, but based on what we know now, especially if Dubas makes one more move, I'm okay with it for sure. Okay, guys, we'll stay till at least, I would say until at least 7, but if you guys still want to keep buzzing and we might get another trade, I'll stay on. I'm getting a little hungry, but maybe I'll order something, or I don't know, we'll see. Or go pick something up. Chychrun asking price is steep. Yep. Well, might be the next move for the Leafs. Inside, I've been talking about a combo deal, so they might get an insurance goalie combined with maybe forward. We'll see. DoorDash reps. Keep her going. Stay till 9. Okay, well, we got to fire a hockey game on. Guys, that's why I asked you, what hockey games do you think are significant? Let's shoot the shit about some hockey and let's throw a hockey game on. What games are on tonight? Detroit's playing. Who else is playing? I think the Battle of Florida's on tonight. I think, right? Yeah, Detroit and Ottawa are playing again tonight, I think. Yeah, Battle of Florida's on, right? Yeah, okay. Hopefully they're showing Battle of Florida on TV. Kings, Jets in an hour. Montreal, San Jose. Yeah, I think we got to throw the Florida battle on. Man, this is freaking crazy, guys. All right, I actually want to get the reviews in the chat. And Chris, yeah, for Hall to get into the lineup, sorry, for Schenn to get into the lineup, Hall likely has to be traded, yeah. Chat, can we just, I want to see your opinions. Beats, Elias, thank you for being here. Genuinely, I don't want haters just being hating. Like, genuinely how you guys feel right now based on what we've seen. This day just got crazy again. Do you guys actually think Friday's going to be dead? In your honest opinion, do you think it's going to be dead, or do you think we're still going to get a lot of moves? Whether it's depth or big, do you still think we're going to get a lot of moves? I'm curious. Because I feel like there's a lot of hate, and, I mean, the NHL just keeps proving you guys wrong this week. Whoa. It's like a horror movie on, or what? Hockey Central. When does the parade start? G Soccer, welcome if you're a new subscriber. Appreciate the parade hype. I should probably plug in my phone here. But anyone that, maybe we'll get a couple of guests on this live stream. Maybe I'll shoot a call to someone. Big Daddy says dead. Max is a mid-Friday. Jeez. BC says more moves. Bubble teams will make minor deals. Fair. 10 plus small moves. I think there's going to be more than that. We're staying positive, folks. Come on, man. I want to see the Penguins Canucks trade. What did Yarmo say? Gotcha. We still got 700 people in the live stream. Thank you to everyone. And guys, we got to 46.5K subscribers. Halfway to 47,000. Can we get some W's in the chat? Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. I'm going to write a little thank you to you guys. That's awesome. That is awesome. Let's freaking go. You guys are the best. Exactly, Sean. It's nice to see GMs get some creativity. I think, hey, love or hate Kyle Dubas. the fact that he's getting creative here and making these deals happen, huge shout out to Brandon Pridham. I'm sure he's a huge part of these deals happening as well. The cap expert. But Kyle Dubas. This is Kyle Dubas. All day, every day. Yo, 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 Doobie. It's Doobie here. Yeah, Toronto's not done, guys. And they might be done today. Toronto might be done today. But the fact that the Leafs, I'll be live tomorrow, guys. I will be live for Leafs Oilers tomorrow. Just think about this. The fact that we could be doing coverage for Luke Schenn's debut or return, I guess, to Toronto. For Jake McCabe's debut. I would say Lafferty and then maybe one more. Maybe. I don't think Gustafsson will be in the lineup, but hey, you never know. Let's see. Ottawa Senators, what do you mean? I said Brandon Pridham. Jeremiah says I give Dubas a ton of credit for what he's done. He knew he didn't have enough and didn't hold. Yeah. Jason says, I just thank my lucky stars. Both the Avs play in the weaker West. Yeah, Jason. The West is definitely looking weaker, but we'll see. What's up, Danilo? Chris, yeah, Chris, you're always welcome here. We'll have the volume bumping, but I can't be showing the game or showing like stuff or else I'd get banned from YouTube. So yeah, I do play-by-play reactions, get guests on, stuff like that. And then I'll be live all day this upcoming Friday. Yeah, so we got some big podcast guests as well. I'm not going to keep repeating myself, but Kristen, there's no Tyler Bertuzzi trade right now. Apparently talks have picked up recently with the Red Wings and Tyler Bertuzzi, but there's no guarantee that that will actually happen. Yeah, Chris, Dubas has been crazy. Toronto going after a goalie maybe for insurance, yeah. So Columbus actually retained 50% of Nyquist's contract? What? That's crazy. Only a fifth? Damn, the Wild were smart for that. Just trying to see if I have anything else. Man, I feel like I'm so greedy in saying that. Like, the moves that have happened, but just... I hope we see more. I hope we see more for sure. All right. So there you go, guys. Columbus has retained 50% in Nyquist deal. Damn. I don't know what Dubas is going to do next, but he's trying to match up against Tampa, clearly. Okay. I have a question for the chat. Who's the next big player to get traded? I want to see what the chat has to say about it. I'm not going to even say any names. Just fresh off the bat, who is the next name to drop? Big name in the chat. I'll read them out. Yeah, Insight. I'll post some new playoff predictions after the deadline for sure. Guys, tonight I'm probably going to record, I don't know what list I'm going to use. And I'm really scared there's going to be a trade that drops. But maybe I'll wait till late tonight and make some new predictions. What do you guys think? Yay or nay? Probably should, eh? I usually do a trade trade deadline prediction video, and I've done like one small one, but I should probably do it. All right, so Brent says Backlund. Wow, that's a hot take. Don says JT Miller. Scar says okay. Peter. Joseph says Max Domi. I'm seeing a lot of Domis, Gavrikovs, Bessers, Corpusalo. Nathan says Justin Hall. Kashi with a flaming hot take says line hit at Carolina. Liam, I think the Leafs could flip Gustafsson potentially. There's potential. I think the Leafs will flip a defenseman regardless. Between Gustafsson, Hall, maybe even there's some interest in Jordy Ben. We'll see. I'd rather them just keep Jordy Ben as insurance. To me, they're insurance. Keep Jordy Ben, keep Timmins. You don't need Hall and Gustafsson in there. That's my opinion. Let's see. BC says Garland. Wes says Dumba. Welcome, Wes, if you're a new subscriber. Dusty says, how do you feel about sending to the Caps and Gavrikov? Yeah, Gavrikov would be a good get. I wouldn't trade a first-round pick personally for Gavrikov, but if there was a possible extension, then maybe. And especially if they take contracts back. Like, to be honest, if right now, like Columbus would do Korpisalo and Gavrikov, they take Kerfoot and Hall's contracts, and the Leafs just have to give up Boston's first they just got for Sandin and maybe one other draft pick, I would do that deal for sure. Get goaltending insurance with Korpisalo, and to me, Gavrikov's a clear defensive upgrade. I would do that deal, yeah, but I'm not just straight up doing a first for Gavrikov. It has to make sense for the Leafs if they're giving up the first. Yeah, Jacob, we'll see. Nashville might make more moves. Danilo, thank you for subscribing. Yeah. Especially for the people that have stayed this long, I want to shout out even more. So thank you so much. Let us know if you just subscribed in this stream. Any chance? No, I don't think. I think Saros. I know there's some Saros rumors, but I think once it came down to it and Nashville committed to the rebuild, I think Saros is only one of a couple untouchables in Nashville. Man, this is the part of the business that sucks, man. Sandin and Nylander were besties. But I do know that Sandin, as we talked about, was frustrated with the situation in Toronto. He's going to get a big-time opportunity with Washington, top four, and gets to play with a Swedish legend in Nick Backstrom. So, not too shabby. Sheldon Keefe, obviously it's not ideal that things happen right in and around practice and all of that, but it's the nature of the beast here with this week being what it is. Kyle's been very aggressive and very active, and I think he's done a great job of getting things done early. Agreed. Yeah, that was wild. If you guys didn't see earlier, like Sandin literally got asked to leave practice, and then shortly after they ended practice, and Engvall got traded as well. So, Chikrin to Edmonton, that would be nuts. I mean, they need a guy to step up for the number one power play now. So we talked about it. Is it Bouchard? Is it Broberg? Is it Nurse? Is it Ekholm? Who is it? I know, Danilo. That's kind of how I'm feeling about the Barrie trade. Jason says, watch the Jets with both hands around their... Michael says, I think Matt Roy stays, but I bet they'd move Sean Walker for a better replacement. Yeah, Michael, I think they'll probably move a guy out to get a guy in, and LA's aggressive right now for Chikrin, so we'll see if that materializes. Sorry, I've been talking a lot. How long have I been live for? It's got to be like close to 2 hours, right? So you guys, this is a little warm-up for my trade deadline live stream on Friday. I'll be live for like 10 hours on Friday. We do a 2 or 3 hour live stream right here. A little bit of a warm-up. Another 3 hour live stream tomorrow. Another 2 or 3 hour live stream Thursday. Getting warmed up. Jacob says, do you think Toronto could upgrade a goalie and maybe a bottom six forward? Yeah, I think that's the type of deal they might make. A goalie with one other addition in the roster. What's up, Mike? Yeah, we'll see, guys. There's going to be opportunity now for sure. Actually, I know who I'm picking up in fantasy right now. I didn't even think about that. Just thought about it right now. Because I think if he's available, I'm friggin' scooping him up right now. Oh, yeah. Lock it in. Let's see. All right, Battle of Florida, guys. Who's going to win the Battle of Florida tonight? Get your takes in the chat. Let's see it. All right. Just doing a little fancy switch up, guys. So I might have to drop Carter Hart. We'll see. I think that's the vibe right now. Let's see, guys. I'm about to add him. Let's see if Bouchard is their new #1 power play guy. Just added Bouchard. All right, let's pull it back up. How do the Oilers have their lines right now? Yeah, they have Bouchard lined up on the top power play, so I think they'll do Bouchard on the top power play. I can't believe Luke Schenn's a Toronto Maple Leaf again. That's so cool. That's so freaking cool. I honestly thought it was for sure Tampa. I was being such a pessimist on the situation, but what a freaking W, man. Stanley Cup champion, man. Like, that's the other conversation, right? The Leafs. Luke Schenn, Stanley Cup champion. Freaking, obviously, Ryan O'Reilly, Stanley Cup champion. Nola Chari's seen Stanley Cup finals. And I just want to check. Was Lafferty? I don't think he was, but let me just check. I don't think he was. I think he joined like a year after they won the Cup. Yeah. So actually, no, 2 years after they won the Cup. He was in the AHL. He was in the AHL when the Pens won the Cup. Or no, he was actually with Brown University when they won the Cup. Sorry. I'm all over the place. But yeah, Lafferty, right after they won the Cup, he got called up AHL. Fair. Lightning Panthers. This will be a good indication. Go Panthers. I want to see a freaking race in the East, man. And Toronto to separate themselves from Tampa a bit for that home. Not to say that's helped Toronto here, but apparently Tanner Jeannot is playing tonight for Tampa, so we'll get a look at Tanner Jeannot. Schenn and Hall pairing? Chris, that better not be it. That better not be the pair. Two right shot guys? Nah. All right, guys. Knowing me, guys, let's be honest. I'll probably end the stream some point here over the next hour or half an hour, whenever I end it. And I mean, there's gonna be a trade that happens. I just know it. That's usually what always happens. What's up, Dominic? Hey, the Canucks trade could still happen. It seems like it's cooled down right now, but it's not for sure over. Oh, friggin' Ekholm, man. Jeez, Calgary business. There you go. Ekholm. Yeah, Edmonton. Imagine a pair of Ekholm and Erik Karlsson. That'd be freaking crazy. That'd be nuts. Lindholm to Carolina. Back to Carolina. That'd be crazy. Do I think Colton Parayko will get traded? Not before the deadline. I think it's unless Calgary trades for Parayko. I just don't see it working. The cap hit is too heavy. Evan, no new trade news right now. Dawson, 8 months, 4 months till a year. Dawson, you're the best, buddy. Let's get some Dawson hype in the chat. Let's freaking go. What a freaking legend. Dawson in the chat. Yeah, guys, let's try to work towards 1,000 likes if we can. And keep hitting that subscribe button if you're new. It's free. Appreciate it, guys. Make sure you got notifications on as well. And if you want to follow me, Hot Take Hockey on Twitter, it definitely helps a lot. I always tweet out my videos and live streams, so it definitely helps. All right. Guys, you want to watch Ekholm's media availability? Hey, thank you, Janilo. Any more moves? Not right now. Let's watch Ekholm's media availability. Look at that. Leafs now have the all-time shot blocker leader, Giordano, and the all-time hits leader in Schenn. Let's go. Let's go. All right, let's listen in and we'll chat about it as well. We'll see what Ekholm has to say about his trade to Edmonton here.
I feel like I'm pretty easygoing, and I'll just try to fit right in as much as I can, but still play my game and be myself. And hopefully it'll be a seamless transition. But again, I really don't know. I'm just going to – all I can promise you, I'll do my best and do my all for the team to win. I'm a team first guy, and that really is the only thing that matters to me.
Next question, Reed Wilkins. Go ahead, Reed.
Thanks, Sean. Hi, Matthias. Welcome to the Oilers. You were with the Predators a while. You know, you'd signed this new contract, and I think you'd spoken.
Hey, guys, I'll be right back. I'll keep running the
Ekholm
Ekholm press conference. I'll be right back. I'm just going to get a bite to eat quickly.
You know, how difficult was this to leave? You know, were there some conversations with your manager about it and where you might wind up going if you were going to go and stuff like that?
Not really, to be honest with you. Just like any other player, you obviously know when your team is not doing great, and the last week or so, having Niederreiter to go to Winnipeg and then get Tanner picked out of a game almost to go to Tampa, you knew nobody's safe if you don't have any trade protection, and I didn't, so I knew I was ready for it to happen, but it's obviously didn't have any conversations of me wanting to go anywhere. But I'll tell you this, I'm super excited. I've been in, I'll say for the last 5 years, I feel like every other year I'm in trade conversations, and there've been times where there's popped up a team on a rumor and someone's asked me about it, and I've been like, I don't know, is that really a good fit, or don't really want to go there. But this time I feel like this team can really do damage in the playoffs, and I'm again beyond excited to join this group. I know they have a great bunch of leaders on it already, and again, just excited to get going.
And then I guess, you know, in terms of trying to do damage in the playoffs, you know the stats. They lead the league in goals for. Keeping the puck out of their own net has been a problem for the Oilers at times. You know, give us a sense of how you're going to help that happen, and what you sort of. I guess I'm sort of asking you for a scouting report of yourself, though, no? If you're comfortable. Thanks.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm the right guy to ask here, but I think I've been in the playoffs for 8 straight years, and think that we've had some decent success. We haven't obviously came to the ultimate goal of winning a Stanley Cup, but we've been pretty close in 17, and I think I have a pretty good sense of what it takes to shut guys down in the playoffs, and that's probably why I'm sitting here today, that they acquired me, is for my defense and for my defensive side of the puck. So trying to contribute the way I played the game and have been for the last decade in this league. So not going to come there and be anything different from what I have been and what I'm trying to accomplish with my game. And I think you guys have all seen me play before. So that's what you guys should expect.
Next question, we'll go to Mark Spector. Go ahead, Mark.
Thank you, Sean. Matthias, Mark Spector here. Last year, this was a team, they brought in Duncan Keith, and they brought him into play, and they're bringing you into play, obviously, but they also brought him in as a leader, as an older veteran guy, as a culture-shaping player that's been there and done that a little bit. At this stage of your career, are you welcoming, not just, you're going to play a bunch of minutes, I'm sure, but they'll also want more from you away from the game. Are you ready for that? And did you embrace that?
Big time. I think 100%. That's what you learn when you go through some of these experiences in the playoffs and just regular season. So of being in the National Hockey League for a long time, you know, how to conduct yourself, I guess, just on the ice, as you're saying, but also off the ice. I know they have a young Swedish defenseman there today. Haven't met him yet, but I'm sure I'll try to help him out as much as I can, and whoever needs a helping hand, I'll be there as much as I can. I think that's what we've been doing in Nashville for a long time. We've had some pretty good success developing defensemen over the years, so not at all afraid of that. I think that's just a part of who I am. So I'm sure that will be a big part of my game as well.
Playing against the Oilers for the Predators the last few years hasn't gone so well.
Hey, get out of here.
Particularly Leon Draisaitl, if I can recollect this correctly.
Kevin Weeks is saying the goalie market might start heating up for trades,
97
guys.
and 29 team now.
Yeah, I mean, Leon has just been on a different level against us, and Connor as well.
We got 420 in the chat.
Again, I touched on it earlier. It's the two best players in the world, and to be able to be on the team with them is obviously super exciting. And I know they have a bunch of other guys that really can put the puck in the net, and it's obviously something super exciting for me coming in as a defensive defenseman. I know that if we can get our defensive side of the game, and I guess
Demko or Gibson, who are you taking, guys? Right now,
I think we have a great chance of winning.
Demko or Gibson, if you had a choice between the two.
Those,
no salaries, no nothing.
Team.
Just
so it's,
between the two goalies, who would you
it's
take?
It's excitement for sure. Where I'm at, where I am in my stages of my career too. It's for sure a lifetime opportunity to be able to get the ultimate prize, and that's what the Ice are at.
Thank you.
Jack Michaels, 630 Chegg. Go ahead, Jack.
Matthias, you made a good point about, not really knowing how to feel having been traded for the first time. I'm curious if it's somewhat easier to embrace the thought of a team that's in a similar position to what you've been, a contender knocking at the door, being in the hunt year after year. And might that make this transition a little bit easier, knowing you'll have some stability in a city that's also, like Nashville, expecting to contend for a championship every year?
Of course, yeah. I think that's for sure going to help, knowing that we've been in the playoffs for a bunch of years in a row and been close to winning. You know what it takes to make that journey to almost get there. We just got to get over the edge. We weren't able to do that in Nashville, but as you're saying, I think I have a pretty good idea of what it takes. And
we'll keep listening to him for a second.
I don't think I think this team that I'm joining right now is set up a bit different than maybe the teams that I've been on in Nashville. We've been kind of defensive strong to start. We've had all these all-star defensemen on our team now. It's a bit different with all the all-star up front. So it's a bit different, but again, I agree with you. It's a bit of the same too in that sense of what the expectations are and
David
what
Camp
I've been through
with and
here in
without
Nashville.
Engvall.
And my follow-up on the contrast to kind of, you point out there's a difference.
Jeez.
Not that you haven't, practiced against world-class players before, but might it strengthen your own game to suddenly be seeing the likes of 97 and 29 and 93 in practice every day, honing your competitive edge to a pretty fine point?
This is what Kevin Weeks just said.
For sure. It starts in practice for sure. And going against those guys is going to be a challenge every day. And that's exactly what I need at the stage where I'm at. I'm getting, I might have my best years, so to speak, in the past, but I think I still hold a pretty significant level when it comes to my game. So for me to be challenged every practice is just awesome. And I'm going to embrace that as much as I can. And hopefully that will lead to me being even a better defenseman here coming in a couple of weeks or months.
Next.
Yeah, thanks, Coast to Coast. Yeah, I can't be doing copyright streams, bro, but I'll see you in my live stream. I appreciate it. Yeah, maybe you can, if the Jets make a trade, you can hop on.
From the Oilers defensively when you had a chance to play against them in recent years, and where you think you might be able to kind of help the group in that respect, and where you might be able to slot in?
Yeah, Jason, I honestly could see a rematch between Colorado and Edmonton, potentially, if Edmonton could figure it out, for sure.
This league is too good where you can just...
All right, guys, I'm probably going to shut it off for now. We'll come back on if more trades come, but is there anything in the chat? I'll record my trade deadline prediction video either later or tomorrow, hoping that there's not too many trades for like a period of time where I can actually just make a video, and we'll see how many predictions I get right. But Blues trade predictions, I could still see the Blues moving a forward. I don't know if the Parayko trade happens, but a forward maybe. And maybe Grice for a mid to late round pick. They might trade Thomas Grice. All right, last couple questions, guys. I'm going to head out. I need food. I'm so hungry. I need food. I'm going to chill. I'm going to record it. I'm going to look at, let me see, if there's a good list. NHL trade targets list, and I'm just going to make a video tonight. Maybe we'll do Saravelli's or who? Let's see. Okay, TSN trade bait list. Let's see if theirs is updated here. If it's updated, we'll definitely do this. Okay, they did update it, so we'll use that. Huge. So we'll use that list. All right, actually, maybe we'll do it on... Should we do it on the live stream, guys? You want to do it on the live stream so you guys get early access to my predictions? We could do that. Let's do that at the end of the live stream. What do you guys think? Let's do that. So you guys get my predictions on the way out, and then I can end the live stream. All right, W's in the chat. Please hit that subscribe button if you're new. I'll be live throughout the week. I'll be live tomorrow night for Leafs Oilers on this channel. All right. Let's rip through TSN's trade bait board here. All right, predictions. Okay. Let's record it, and we'll do it. Why is it not working? Okay, let's see. Oh, it's not working. All right, I might have to record off stream because it's not working for some reason right now. Actually, let's see. Okay, no, it should work now. Okay, so crazy day of NHL trades. Let's do our predictions as it stands right now. So TSN's got their updated trade bait board as of February 28th. So let's rip through these top 30 names, and I'll give my predictions on where I think they could get dealt to, or if they're going to get dealt at all. So starting off with Jacob Chychrun, I still have these feelings of like they're not going to get it done. But I think if it gets done, LA and Ottawa for me are the predictions. I'm going to go with LA. LA finally gets it done. They have the pieces to get it done. I'm going to say LA for Chychrun. Gavrikov, I feels like Toronto was in there for a second, but I am going to say that if there's a team that kind of comes in low key right at the end here, and I wonder if they want to make a couple moves, but a team that I would look at for Gavrikov is actually the Carolina Hurricanes or Dallas Stars. I wonder if a team like that is willing because they want to solidify that aspect. But I would look at Toronto still if they were to trade Hull and they want to go for Korpisalo. We'll talk about that in a second. But Carolina, Dallas, I think those are two teams that will make moves still. Past that, Buffalo, I mean, the Riley Stillman deal, I know people chirp Stillman. I thought Buffalo might make a defense move. I don't know if that's the one they were making. Past that, I don't think there's too many other teams that are going for a big defenseman like that. But we will see. Tyler Bertuzzi, I mean, Toronto, Tampa have been around Tyler Bertuzzi, Calgary as well. I think Tyler Bertuzzi potentially stays with Detroit. That would be more my prediction. So Bertuzzi staying in Detroit. But I think if there was a team that would try to one-up what Toronto has just done here, it would be Tampa. So look out for that. I could also see one of the Alberta teams trading for him. James Van Riemsdyk, I'm going to say hot take. He reunites with Phil Kessel, and James Van Riemsdyk is acquired by the Vegas Golden Knights. Carolina's first-round pick. Hey, maybe that's in the Gavrikov deal. Lars Eller, that's another interesting one. I don't know if I have a prediction. Again, guys, these are as I'm live here, these are my predictions on the fly. I really haven't thought about my predictions too much on some of these players. So Lars Eller would be one of them that I don't know if I have a solidified prediction. So if I had to make a take right now based on fit, based on maybe the Oilers looking to a team that likes to change the scenery players in Edmonton's direction, I would go Oilers. Maybe Washington would have interest in Kyle Yamamoto. Joel Edmondson, I know there was rumors of we're talking about Edmonton again when they were talking with Montreal and Nashville for Ekholm, but Edmonton, to me, whoever doesn't trade for Gavrikov, so like the teams I just listed, would trade for Edmondson. Cam Talbot, I think he might stay in Ottawa. Now the Forsberg injury, my prediction would be he either stays in Ottawa or a team that could actually acquire Talbot would be the Buffalo Sabres potentially. Shane Gostisbehere, I'm going to say Edmonton and Carolina for me, Gostisbehere and Klingberg. Those are the two ones that I'm more solid on. Brock Besser, I've been saying Pittsburgh, but that seems like it may have fallen through. If Besser doesn't go to Pittsburgh, I'm gonna go Minnesota. I just think they could send Greenway back and maybe Dumba back. So Besser to Minnesota could work. Korpisalo, I'll stay solid on that. I mean, if not for a team like Buffalo or LA, Toronto might be in there. Nick Bukestad, I will go 3 teams here for Bukestad, and I think there's one sneaky team that maybe people are not paying attention to. So one team being, I think, Edmonton. I keep saying their name, but there's been rumors of if they get Gostisbehere, they could get Bukestad as well. But another team that I wonder, just based on the injuries, would be the Islanders again. The Islanders have made moves with the Coyotes before, so if they make a move prior to the deadline, it could be a move like that. Max Domi, if they don't make the Brock Besser move, I'm going to stay on that. I've been saying Domi to Pittsburgh. Kerfoot, Vancouver, if he gets traded, I'll stay on that. Reimer, I'm not too sure, but hot take, because of the situation in Florida and Spencer Knight, maybe the Panthers, if they inch towards the playoffs, maybe Reimer returns to Florida. Nick Jensen, I don't know if I have a prediction on that. I know there's rumors with Toronto. Maybe, you know what? I wonder if Minnesota was to trade Dumba. That could be a fit. Nick Schmaltz, I'll say I like the Carolina fit, as Freeman said. Minnesota, you know what? I like the fit in Winnipeg. I don't think they're going to do it. But Carolina for Nick Schmaltz works. Vrana, I'm going to say for Vrana, either Vancouver or I actually think Montreal could be the team for Vrana. And Detroit could look at Montreal, a couple of guys there that could be a fit. Whether it's a Dvorak, whether it's one of those defensemen. Maybe Stevie Y likes Edmondson or something. Maybe Montreal could take a stab at Vrana. Fogle, I think he stays. Greenway, as I just said, in one of those deals. Maybe flipped to Pittsburgh, flipped to Vancouver maybe. Nick Seeler, I think they like that contract. Erik Karlsson stays. Dmitry Kulikov, that one's hard to predict. It's going to be a depth move. John Klingberg, I'll say Carolina could be interesting. Edmonton just traded Tyson Barrie. That's a possibility. Sean Monahan, if he can come back, I'm saying Colorado is going to acquire one of Domi, Monahan, or Adam Henrique. I'll stay solid on that. Justin Hull, I hope he gets traded, but I'm not going to make a prediction because I don't want to reverse jinx it. So, hey, Hull stays. Reverse jinx, maybe. Shiri, that's a tough one to predict. Dante Fabro, I'll say Fabro goes to either Ottawa or I'll say Ottawa or San Jose for Fabro. I think there's been a lot of smoke around Fabro to San Jose. So I'll say Fabro to Ottawa or San Jose. Athanasiou, that's a tough one to predict. McDonough, I think he stays. That cap hit's tough to move, but McDonough would be a huge get for a playoff team. Nick Bonino, I'll go hot take. Back to Pittsburgh. Get the Bonino. Bonino, back to Pittsburgh. All right. But I wanted Bonino for Toronto. One other take I would say is Bonino to Colorado. They've made trades before. I'll just go through the teams here to add to like teams I haven't talked about. So Anaheim, yeah, the Henry Klingberg trades. Arizona, Richie, Gostisbehere go down the list. Buffalo, they could trade for a goalie, maybe a depth veteran piece. Boston, maybe one more depth piece, but I think they're done. Carolina, maybe a Nick Schmaltz or a big middle six piece there. They acquired Puljujarvi. I could see them going after a defenseman, as I talked about. Calgary might go after a defenseman. I know there's Uyghur rumors out there, Parayko rumors. That Parayko Alberta comment earlier. Chicago, Domi, Athanasiou. I think at least those two get dealt, maybe more. Columbus, I think they trade Gavrikov and Korpisalo still. Maybe another piece. Maybe a team calls for Boone Jenner. You never know. Colorado, Columbus, Chicago. Yeah. I don't know. I think... Who did I miss there? Detroit, Dallas. Detroit, I think Stevie Y will make a move. Dallas, they need to make a move. I wonder if that's a hot take. Them bringing back Klingberg. That'd be interesting. Chikrin, yeah, I mean, I hope that deal happens. JVR, though, to Vegas. I like that take. Montreal, they'll make a couple moves. Minnesota will make a couple moves. I wonder where Greenway goes. So past that, Islanders might stay quiet, but maybe a forward addition. I wonder if they fall out of favor, maybe Scott Mayfield gets dealt. For Varlamov, I think they want to keep. And yeah, Ottawa will make a couple moves. Maybe St. Louis, I think, will still make one more move. San Jose, a couple more. Toronto, one more. Dubas. Tampa, they might be done with the Tanner Jeannot. That was a big package. Washington, one more move at least. Vancouver, maybe a move or two at least. And yeah, Vegas, a move. So subscribe, like, comment, notification bell, some predictions, and just some conversations on what I think will happen. And yeah, NHL trade deadline. I got to mix in these predictions somewhere. So this is another video to add to the trade deadline prediction segments. All right, there we go. We recorded it. And Cole with the 3 says possible the Leafs unload Murray. I think that's unlikely, but that's an interesting. Hey, I like people thinking outside of the box. So, hey, you never know. You never freaking know what Dubas has got going on. So, Cole, I appreciate the donation. That's an interesting thought. Ari with the $14. Guys, I'll go 5 more minutes on the live stream. So if you have any questions, or I really appreciate the super chats, never necessary, but thank you. And again, thank you to the new subscribers of the channel. Ari with the 14 says thoughts on the goalies in the market and their values. Also thoughts on the Habs and what they could do. Also, what are your top 5 in the draft this year? If you don't want to say, it's all good. Yeah, so Ari, I'm going to wait on the top 5. I did a mock draft, but I'll say my top. Well, I'll just spit it out. So Bedard, Michkov has always been the conversation, but I think Fantilli might be above that. And then past that, I like Crystal a lot, underrated. There's a couple names that we'll talk about more as we get closer, but look out for Colby Barlow as well. I'll give a shout to an OHL guy. Musty late in the first round. Let's see. Stützle got the penalty shot? Jeez. Watson shorthanded? Jeez. Did I miss anything? The Line A Aho Puljujarvi line would be unreal. Friedman lists Columbus as in on Chikrin. That'd be crazy. Mark says, any confirmed trades to Sandin? Oh, Mark, yeah, a bunch, buddy. A bunch. Engvall to the Islanders, Schenn to Toronto, Gustav Nyquist to the Minnesota Wild, Matthias Ekholm to Edmonton. But yeah, 300 in the chat, guys. Thank you so much for joining this live stream. I really do appreciate it. If you guys want, again, please reach out to me. Follow me on Twitter, guys. Just connect with me. Shoot me a DM or shoot me a reply. That's my Twitter, Hot Take Hockey. That's my personal Twitter if you guys want to shoot it a follow as well. Thank you so much for the support, truly. Everyone that's subscribed on this stream, that's given this channel a chance. I'll be live tomorrow night, live streaming on this channel for Leafs Oilers, as I said. I'll be live Thursday night, be posting videos throughout the week, and I'll be live all day on Friday on this YouTube channel, Hot Take Hockey. And yeah, big guest on the Hot Take Hockey podcast, Ron McLean, so that will be a lot of fun. So thank you guys. Subscribe, like, comment, notification bell, all that good stuff. Thank you so much for joining the live stream. Just on the way out, guys, if you guys can comment your name, or comment and I'll read out your name, and then we'll end the stream. But JP, yeah, the Leafs might flip their first rounder. That's what we're expecting, potentially. Hull to Tampa. That'd be ironic. Coyote, what's going on? Sarah, top prospect watch. Yep, Ron McLean on the podcast. Yep. So, guys, make sure you guys go follow the Hot Take Hockey podcast on Spotify or Apple. It's free to watch, free to listen. Thank you, Will. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Ari. Thank you, Dawson. Thank you, Dominic. Yeah, I think Vancouver will make 1 or 2 more moves. Between Besser, Miller, Demko, Hoglander, they'll make 1 or 2 more moves. Kevin, I don't think Nashville's going to trade Saros. I think Saros and Yossi are their 2 untouchables. Maybe Philip Forsberg as well, probably. All right, Mark, we'll chat soon. Look out for the streams and content, guys. Thank you, Iron. Thank you, Fire. Luke Schenn got traded from Vancouver. Thank you, Kerr. Thank you, Ruben. Thank you, Vincent. All right, guys, we'll chat soon. Keep those notifications on. Right where if you subscribe to the channel, the notification bell beside where you subscribe, you'll get notified on your phone. All right? Thank you so much, everyone. Shoot me a follow on Twitter if you'd like. And yeah, we'll chat more tomorrow. I'll post this trade deadline prediction video either tonight or I'll just drop it tomorrow. But I might mix it in tonight because trades happen like this these days. So, all right, guys. Talk soon. Thank you so much to everyone that joined the live stream. And yeah, more live streams and videos to come. Hit that subscribe button. Peace.